Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Our coverage of the Euros continues tonight with this exciting game. Netherlands versus France. The penultimate game for both these sides, of course, in the group stage. And should be a really interesting one. We saw earlier in the same group, Austria beating Poland. That puts pressure on both these sides as now they are level on points with Austria. So the loser tonight, if that is to be Netherlands, they'll face Austria for a place in the knockouts next week. If it is to be, obviously, if France lose tonight, then they'll have to beat Poland and hope that Austria don't beat Netherlands. But it could get very, very interesting in this group, depending on what happens this evening. So, Harry, are you excited?
Yeah, very much so. I mean, neither of these two sides were brilliant, were up to standard. In their first games, Netherlands just scraped through against Poland and France scraped through against Austria thanks to an own goal from Maxi Verber. So, a lot to see from these two sides and a lot to prove. Especially for France, you know, up there as favourites alongside England and Portugal. And while England and Portugal haven't played very well, nor have France. But there's a time to change that tonight. They need to play well. They want to get a result against a very good Netherlands side who are going to be up for it tonight. They know they need to win. I mean, if it's a draw, then that's going to be very, very interesting because that is going to throw the group wide open.
Yeah.
Whoever's to win, though, sees themselves through, and that'll be absolutely huge.
And that says, no, you're not live. Welcome to the stream, Nick Nat. Good to know that we are live. We were slightly all over the place as we got ready for stream. But yeah, we are good to go. Should be an interesting one this evening. I hope that we can see a good game. We're interested to see whether France can get back to their best because, quite frankly, they weren't very good the other night. They missed, Mbappe missed a whole host of chances before lobbing one onto Maxi Verber's head. But that will be a concern. No Mbappe tonight, of course, with that broken nose. And unfortunately, he is not fit to play yet. So let's have a look at the teams for this evening, of course. We are in Leipzig, one of the only East German stadiums for the tournament. That and Berlin, I believe. Let's have a look at the teams. We are, of course, going to start with Netherlands then a 4-2-3-1 for Ronald Koeman's team. They are playing with Verbruggen in goal. Makes sense. He had a fairly solid game against Poland. If it weren't for Adam Brooks' header from the near post, I don't think they'd have scored.
Yeah.
In the back four, Dumfries, De Vrij, Captain Van Dijk and Ake. Makes sense. Solid defence. Stick with it. In the pivot, it will be Schouten and Reinders. Frimpong coming into the side to play on the right wing. Pushes Xavi Simons into attacking midfield. Gakpo and Depay keeping their places at left wing and striker respectively. Interesting then. So, who they taking out of this team? No Joey Veerman. They bring in Frimpong instead to play that wide right role. Do you think that makes sense? And bringing Xavi Simons inside?
Yeah, I think you always have to make changes. You know, when you... I mean, I know they beat Poland, but I think you have to make changes when you don't play as you'd expect to, and that is what Koeman has done, especially when it's very, very hard to pick an 11 because, yes, you won, but you didn't play well, and you're playing France. There's a lot of things to think about. But I think this is a very, very good Netherlands side. Yeah,
the BBC using some great stats they're putting out that when they don't play Mbappe, France haven't won a game since I think that was said 2020.
Wow.
Was it 2020, 2021, something like that?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's got to change tonight.
That's only 6 matches. But
that has to change tonight.
Let's have a look then at the France team, a 4-3-3 and a very strong team at that. In goal, it's Mike Maignan. In the back four, Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba and Theo Hernandez. Is midfield 3, Tchouaméni coming in there with Rabiot and N'Golo Kante keeping their spots, and then Dembele, Thuram, and captain Antoine Griezmann. So the only change is that they lose their striker, they move Griezmann into a more forward role, and they bring Tchouaméni in. Other than that, it is the same team. Do you think that makes sense? Because they weren't very good against Austria. Would you expect to see changes tonight?
They weren't very good, but they still played well, which is in attacking areas. They were pretty poor. But yeah, no, I think it's a decent side. I feel for Camavinga because I think he's a better player than Adrien Rabiot.
Rabiot played well though against Austria.
He did. But you know, we're talking about Eduardo Camavinga. I think Tchouaméni coming in makes sense. He's a very, very good player, and I would have said drop N'Golo Kante for Camavinga, but he has proved once again that 75% of the world is water and the rest of it is covered by N'Golo Kante. He was absolutely everywhere in that Austria game. I don't know how he does it. I'm really frustrated that he plays in the Saudi League because he is still a top footballer.
He could still cut it for Chelsea, realistically, couldn't he? And the fact that Chelsea lost him for, was it a free?
Yeah, free.
Yeah. That is a very frustrating...
He was a massive positive for France.
But equally, in the Premier League, I don't know if it's just a Chelsea thing, but he was regularly injured and he missed a whole season of football, but he doesn't look to have missed a single beat coming back into this France team. So... yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this pans out for France. I think tonight will be interesting. I'm gutted to not see Giroud involved.
Yes.
Because I think without Mbappe, that would have made a lot of sense. But they go for Thuram or Griezmann through the middle. Which way around do you think that will be? Griezmann on the left, Griezmann through the middle?
I would say Thuram through the middle, I think. But it'd be very fluid. It'd be very fluid for France. The tough thing for them, they've got to find goals tonight without killing Mbappe. And without, well, they might get an own goal. But if you're Netherlands, you've got to be up for this because you'll fancy yourselves.
Also on the topic of France and Michael Elise, Chelsea have pulled out of the race to sign him, so that's an interesting development. But anyway, Nick, I was saying it might be weird for the French team playing without Mbappe. Can't be used to it. No, I mean, obviously those stats are misleading because the games they would have played without Mbappe, they probably played without other players because they're games they don't care about, or they're going to be games against really tough opposition that he's missed. You would assume. I'm not exactly sure, but that would be my best guess. So, I do think they're a little misleading. It also says that is a win percentage, not a loss.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
They may have drawn a few of those games. It's hard to say. But yeah, so I think it's going to be interesting to see how they cope with that in Mbappe tonight. They couldn't, to be fair, he couldn't score anyway on Sunday evening.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, they may not miss him as much as people think because he wasn't great then. And yeah, I think he'll be wanting to play better now. It must be Monday evening because England was Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Yes.
I obviously it's not nice to see anyone out injured, but rather than view it as losing Mbappe, I view it as a chance for someone else to step up, and that is what it is for France tonight. This is a big game. They're going to need someone to turn up. They haven't got Kylian Mbappe, so Thuram could shine a light on himself if he turns up tonight. Griezmann can prove why he is still in this France side, why he's still such a good footballer. This is a big opportunity for someone in that France team to step up tonight to fill the shoes. Oh God, Anthony Taylor's there. Oh, this is brilliant. But yeah, big chance for someone to step up in that role tonight to replace what Mbappe gives to this team.
I've never seen a less surprising friendship than Depay and Mbappe.
Yeah.
That could have written that. But quite interesting, the players he chooses to handshake. Obviously, Xavi Simons is a PSG player, someone who's played with. He hasn't really played for PSG, but he will know him, obviously, through the academy and a handful of games for PSG. And then, obviously, Van Dijk as well, which was quite interesting to see. But anyway, he makes his way out of the tunnel before, obviously, the rest of the squad.
We've touched on France there. Yes, they've lost Mbappe, but they're still a good side. Netherlands, I think this is bigger for Netherlands than it is for France. If France are to lose tonight, I back them against Poland. If Netherlands are to lose tonight, they have got a very tough game coming up against Austria. I'm not saying France will waltz Poland. Yes, it will be a difficult game to an extent. But for Netherlands, a loss tonight puts them in a lot of trouble because that is clearly Austria a very good side. They held France very well. They beat Poland quite convincingly this afternoon. For Netherlands, they were hoping to at least take a point from today.
Well, exactly. I don't think Poland are very good, and Netherlands really struggled in that game. So I do have a lot of fears there around Netherlands. And that's the thing. You look at the pre-tournament friendlies. France struggled, Netherlands struggled, England struggled, Portugal struggled, and everyone said, "Well, it doesn't really matter." The pre-tournament friendlies doesn't really matter. And obviously Germany struggled, so it's not exactly science. But these teams definitely aren't as good as we thought they were coming into this tournament.
And I'm intrigued to see how it plays out. But yeah, because as you say, that's the thing. Even if, because France won't want to lose tonight, they're meant to be favourites for this competition. You know, they'll want to go out and put on a show. They want to make it as comfortable as possible. Netherlands, again, same. I mean, they're not right up there as the favourites, but again, they're still a very, very good side. If they were to get knocked out of the groups, that would be a massive, massive shock. They cannot let that happen. So anything good tonight, anything positive, a positive result will do to them. I think both sides will probably take a draw.
Well, I think that says a draw sees both teams through. Because obviously, despite the fact Austria could get ahead of Netherlands, Netherlands would qualify in third place. So I do think a draw is very much favourable. I think that we could see them draw tonight. I think Netherlands would be more than happy to draw against Austria as well. So that's the thing, isn't it? There's no incentive for either side to go out and really try
Well, that's
tonight.
the thing. I hope that they don't settle for a draw.
I wouldn't be surprised because neither side's got anything to play for other than topping the group.
Which just is a big thing, obviously.
Of course, it can make a difference, but I think Netherlands have probably been preparing to be second anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm really intrigued to see what kind of sides
hopefully
turn
it's a
up.
good game, but I don't have my I have my fingers crossed. I won't hold my breath.
Well, that's good, because I was really looking forward to this game, so that's
Well,
put a damper on it.
I hope it'll be a
but-
good game. Sorry if I've ruined it for everyone, but I hope it'll be a good game. I'm just worried it won't be. Why are the people on the roof? Are they birds or people?
They're
They
birds.
look like people, don't
They're
they?
not people on the roof.
Well, that's maybe a new match day experience.
That would be cool, though, wouldn't it? But yeah, two very good sides here in Leipzig. It's going to be a fun game. Predictions. Which boys some predictions?
You probably should. Do you want to get us started, Harry?
I will get us started.
How's it going to go?
I'm going to go... Do you know what? Why not? I'm feeling a bit different tonight. 2-1 Netherlands. Let's go against the grain. I think we're going to see a Netherlands win here and put France under a little bit of pressure. I think Netherlands will take the lead through Memphis Depay. France will then level up through Antoine Griezmann. But then it will be a Netherlands winner coming off the boot of Cody Gakpo.
Fair enough. I am going to say 2-0 France, I think, after my ramble about it being a boring draw.
Nice.
I do think France will come out and play.
Yeah.
But I'm not confident they will. But I think they will. It will be a goal from Antoine Griezmann, and I will say a goal. I wouldn't be surprised if Kylian Mbappe came off the bench, so I could see him scoring, but I'm going to say Marcus Thuram instead, back in to actually get involved in the goals tonight. I think I'm saying 2-1 France, fair enough. It's also top in the group is important. It's a much easier route to the final.
Yeah.
It's not much easier, to be fair.
Well, it depends what the group is. Because, you know, you look at some of the groups, you could end up with a world giant or, you know, some minnow.
Well, exactly. So top of this group,
That's what I'm saying.
this is D, right? Top of this group plays 2 in Group F.
Which, again,
Could be Portugal, but could be Czech, could be Georgia.
exactly, it's Georgia in the money.
Turkey.
Portugal will
Well,
probably
it's not
top
gonna
that
be Georgia,
group.
It's probably going to be Portugal.
Exactly.
Turkey, but if Turkey beat Portugal tomorrow, suddenly you don't want to be top.
Yeah, but you don't... Yeah.
Second in Group D will of course play second in Group E as well. So, for Netherlands, if they did finish second, they would face second in Group E, which I think is also very favourable because Group E isn't very good.
It depends. This rate could be
Ukraine,
Belgium.
Romania. Well, I think that's a lovely tie. And Belgium are crap. So take that every day of the week. But
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. But I don't like playing like that. I don't even think about that. It frustrates me that people playing to play second. No, play to win. Play to top the group.
well, obviously, but for Netherlands, they've been preparing to play that opponent anyway. I don't think they'll be hoping to finish second. They'll be hoping to finish top. But they've got to be realistic about it. France are very strong.
Okay. I think both teams going to go for it tonight. It's going to be a very good game. Both sides want to win. Both sides want to top the group. It's going to be fun.
I hope so. I very much hope so. Anyway, Netherlands versus France about to get underway here. Should be an interesting one. I think both teams need a much better performance regardless of how the result plays out. Because, Christ, they were both terrible in their opening games. France couldn't take their chances and Netherlands just didn't get going against Poland.
Yeah, the thing is that they still both won. Is the thing. That's what they do. Even they didn't play great, but they still won. So I still, it's decent. They won. Tonight is about building on that, improving on that, and getting players into form, finding goals. Griezmann wants to get on the score sheet tonight. Players for both sides will want to get their tournaments up and running today.
Yeah, indeed.
Because France haven't scored a single goal yet, technically. So they want to change that very quickly. But I think it's been a good game. I think that's gone 2-1. I think it's good. Oh, yeah. I think we're in for a good one.
Yeah, fair enough. I hope you are correct. Nick, that says, from what I've seen so far, there's no easy games anyway. The thing is, our team's scared of France without Mbappe. I definitely still think they're scared of France. Come on, Nick Nack. Look at their team. Yes, they miss Mbappe, but Griezmann, Thuram, Dembele, that's still very strong.
It is. But for me...
Awful opinion you're about to give.
No, Dembele's hot and cold. And I'm not wrong there. He's either brilliant or crap.
Sorry, I wasn't confused by that. I was trying to work out who Mendy was. It was Furland. It's not.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think Griezmann is good. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Thuram is good, but again, I don't put him on that world-class level. Like, I don't think he's an elite forward. So I do think that front three, there's two options tonight. Either all three of them play an absolute blinder, or for me, Griezmann will probably score a nice goal, then Dembele will look a bit crap, and Thuram will just play nicely.
I think Thuram's had a really strong season in Serie A.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I think he'll look to build on that. I think Dembele, as you say, he does blow hot and cold. He's quite an inconsistent player. But he is, on his day, really talented.
100%.
And even if he doesn't perform, they've got options off the bench that can come on and have an impact. And I think Antoine Griezmann is one of the most underrated players of the last sort of decade. I think he is a really, really talented footballer. He never got the break with a big club. Went to Barcelona and that didn't really work out. Like £140 million transfer. But nobody works out of Barcelona when they spend big money on them. So I think he just, other than that really wrong move... He's, without that, I think we'd be talking about him in much better light. Interesting point here, by the way. I've just seen this as a tweet. Tiani Martinez Jan Reinders Leketomplessi is the full name of Tiani Reinders.
Tiani Reinders, that's a nice name. I think it's the name a bit much, isn't it? A bit of a mouthful.
Presumably he's taken the Dutch bit out of that name there. So Tiani Reinders.
But yeah, I think the other thing on
Leketomplessi.
On the groups is that. I don't know if, my memory might not serve me well from other major international tournaments, but we're at the end of match week 2 tomorrow. Is it how all the groups are still so unpredictable?
Yeah, very true.
I can't remember if that's a tournament thing, because it doesn't feel like we've had this before.
Well, Memphis Depay knocks it back, and we're underway here in Leipzig.
I don't think we've ever sat at the end of match week 2 and going, well, anyone can play anyone. Anyone can finish anywhere in the group.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
But there are teams who are bottom of the group that can still, finish second.
I think that there are some groups like that. I don't know if there's more than normal. I think it is fairly on par.
If Belgium
Group A is fairly decided. Italy and Croatia could switch, but Spain are through. They've already qualified top of the group. Germany are top of the group. Let's be
Switzerland
honest. Switzerland are through.
So it's between Hungary and Scotland.
So there's one place swap there. In Group C, it's a mess because England have been crap. But if England had beaten Denmark, and that's the thing.
That's 1-2.
Denmark should have beaten Slovenia, didn't. England should have beaten Denmark, didn't.
Because it's 1-2-2-4, isn't it?
Those expected results now mean the group looks really open. But if England beats Slovenia like
Frimpong.
they should, Frimpong's in behind. Chance for Netherlands, makes an absolute mess of that. Mainan tips it past the post.
He's got to do better. He has to do better.
Is that the problem with playing someone who isn't an attacker in that
Yes.
role? Because if Xavi did not get a chance like that.
No, yeah, he slowed down. He slowed down because he's not an attacker. He slowed down there to make sure he's got control of the ball.
Yeah. Simons did not get a chance like that in 90 minutes against Poland.
And if he did, he'd have scored.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's just a frustrating thing, isn't it?
There's also a player down here for France already. Is that Furlan? Was it Furlan? No, it was
Theo Hernandez. He was obviously getting back in there following Frimpong.
Yeah. I mean, I think the most competitive group at the moment is Group E. If Belgium win tomorrow, that is 3-3-3-3 going into the final match week, which is incredible.
Yeah. Worth saying, by the way, on that Michael Olise thing, he's chosen to join Bayern Munich.
Wow.
That's an incredible
And we have to delay taking the corner for a second time because Anthony Taylor's not happy about something in there.
Yeah, so Denmark should have beaten us from what I saw. I meant more in the sense that, on paper, England should beat Denmark. And Denmark should beat Slovenia. But there has been some upsets there. And England's just been a bit crap. But without that, England would have been through by now. Denmark would likely be just needing a point against Serbia.
Can you talk about Memphis Depay's shit hairband?
I did make a point of that in the first leg.
What's he wearing it
What's wrong
for?
with it?
Well, he hasn't got any hair that he's a keep back.
You're allowed to wear a headband, though, aren't you?
But he wasn't so thick.
Cool, isn't it? It's white with a little gold
That's a fun word for
thing
it.
on it. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
Hopefully, he'll take it off when he celebrates, when he scores a goal.
Definitely suits him, though. Here comes Kante.
Yeah.
Dembele puts it to the legs of Reinders, goes inside. And back to Upamecano, now Tchouaméni.
So I like that from Dembele, but then he's got nowhere. He's gone nowhere.
Because he's so deep.
Yeah.
Where can he go? That's the problem. Schouten. Dumfries back now to his goalkeeper.
I mean, look at this from France. There's no pressure being put on Netherlands whatsoever.
No.
But it doesn't matter because Netherlands aren't going anywhere with it. They're not going to press you, play ball. I guess they used to having to play with Mbappe, so the tactic isn't to press.
So in pressure, out of possession, sorry, it looks like a 4-4-2 for France. With Rabiot going out to left midfield and Griezmann joining Thuram as a striker. I mean, that is what they were doing anyway, but it's interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because obviously they don't have Mbappe, who was playing that same sort of role. Thuram slides it through. Here's Adrien Rabiot, has to turn back again.
See, that was
Griezmann.
Frimpong getting back in there.
Takes aim, huge save from Verbruggen.
Yeah, good start. Frimpong does well initially, catch back up to Rabiot, who was running at snail's pace.
Well, you've got to ask questions to Dumfries though. How's he getting caught out? But I guess we're having
That's a really good strike.
We're having two right wing backs on that side. You might make up for the fact you don't have a right wing or a right back.
Yeah, that's a really nice strike from Griezmann. Nice save from that's Verbruggen, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I like Verbruggen, but again, he's not that elite level goalkeeper.
I think he is really good though.
Yeah, but he's not he's not a Mainan, a Diogo Costa.
I think he will be.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think Diogo Costa's made as much as he's made out to be.
I think he was when he but he doesn't think he's gone anywhere. He stayed in the Portugal.
But yeah. Here come Netherlands. Xavi Simons on this right-hand side now carrying the ball forwards. Needs some sort of support.
Very conservative.
Long ball looking for Cody Gakpo. Koundé challenging him for it, but that is a France throw.
That was a counter-attack and they were jogging. I really hope that the way the group's set up doesn't impact this game.
Yeah.
If Netherlands got a chance to counteract France in the first 5 minutes of the round of 16 game, they'd be pelting out of the pitch.
The other thing I find that really impacts the group stage is that we have that third place team going through.
Yeah.
Because there's no incentive to win.
Safety net.
Tonight they could both draw and they will get through.
Yeah.
They know that. So there's no incentive to go out and win.
Yeah.
If Netherlands knew that a point might not be enough, then suddenly there'd be there'd be panic stations. I wouldn't be surprised if UEFA are looking at a 32 team competition. Especially I know that would be a slight push, but you think of the teams that aren't here, you'd need 6 more teams, right? 6 more? 8 more. Sweden and Norway both aren't here. Wales.
Yeah, the problem is you then extend
North Macedonia.
But then you end up with more. You have to increase actually the groups, don't you? You'd have
that's what I'm saying. So they'd add 8 more teams, go to a 32 team group, and do it that way around.
That sends enough through.
Yeah, 32, then 16, rather than doing 24 and then 16. Because only 8 teams get knocked out in the group stage.
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's what I mean. And there's no pressure really.
How many group?
You have to for a big team to get knocked out, you'd have to be particularly bad, Belgium, like really bad.
Wait till see what Romania got this time.
Because England have been crap, right? But they're through now because they're on 4 points. There is no way they can get knocked out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised with the quality of the European nations going up. I wouldn't be surprised if they...
A win and a draw isn't crap.
Come on, the way they did it though.
Yes, but my point is we're getting through.
Yeah, but again, we have to be particularly
I'm intrigued to
bad.
see what we're going to do on Tuesday, but we'll work that on another point. By the way, there's a clear intent here of nothing from both sides.
Yeah, so it makes the final group games exciting though. I hope so, Nick Nack. But if this game's a draw, then suddenly the final group games don't really matter.
Because what it means is that there's still something to play for in Group A. Scotland-Hungary does matter. Whereas if not, that group would be done now.
But would Hungary have taken the game a bit more to Germany if they knew that there was only 2 places in there? And they couldn't just rely on beating...
But I'm not sure how much taking the game to Germany would have helped them. Okay, yeah, I get they probably would have. They would have conceded more, probably. But... The thought is good.
Just to flick it on to Xavi Simons.
Oh, you should.
Depay can't get his
Taylor's
feet
not
sorted
gonna
out.
get
That's what I was going to say. It's a little bit soft from Saliba.
Taylor's not going to give that. Yeah, I don't know why Simons didn't just use his left foot and shoot. He had a decent opportunity, just hit it.
Yeah, sorry, that I went clumsy from Saliba there. He just didn't... He had his hands on him, but it would have been a soft one.
It's one of those. It was on the halfway line. It's a free kick. It's in the penalty area. It's never. Yeah, I don't know. This was good from Simons, but again, I thought he should have shot his left foot before he did the whole turn.
Yeah, maybe.
I like him.
Kante, Dembele, Xavi Simons.
Yeah, I'm intrigued how far he goes.
I really want to see him in the Premier League. I think he'd do really well. I could picture him being like a Dimitri Payet type player for someone like that. The problem is now, because he's gone too high, I think, to do that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up at an Arsenal. I think that would be a really good sign. If Arsenal hadn't signed Havertz, or if Arsenal planned to use Havertz as a striker, Simons for me is the perfect rotation with Odegaard, and he can play right wing, so he covers for Saka.
Just thinking about this Netherlands side, it's such a weird mix of people. Like, you've got... Oh, that was poor from Frimpong. But yeah, you've got...
wasn't Frimpong, was it? Schouten and
that's Frimpong,
De Vrij in there. That's Depay.
Yeah, I know that guy. You're a shit airband. No,
Edits it down.
Because you've got, like, again, you've got young plucky talents like Frimpong and Simons and that. And then you've got Depay leading the line.
Yeah, they just don't have any strikers.
Who's played for, Tom, Dick and Harry. He's played for everyone, that bloke.
Chance now, Depay almost gets through there. But Depay's only 30, isn't he?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
I would have said he was at least 34.
I think he's only 30. I will check.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, 30 on the dot.
He's played for...
You've got to remember, he came through really young at Lyon. Got that big move to Man United. He's had a long career. That went to shit. Then he went
he's having great, is he?
Where'd he go after that? Back to Lyon?
I think there's always been a good player in him, but I've never thought that he's an elite player.
Sorry. He started at PSV, was incredible. Went to United, was a bit shit. Went to Lyon and just tore it up for years. Went to Barcelona, was a bit shit. Went to Atleti and he's done okay-ish.
I think I was always a good player there, but the big move came too early. It was too big and too early, the Man United move. And that kind of just finished off his career.
I think the Barcelona move as well.
Yeah.
Because since then, he has taken up rapping, which for me is always the sign that a footballer's career's gone wrong.
How's he still here?
Can you name any footballers who've taken up rapping and you still consider them excellent?
Okay.
Like at the top of their game.
Don't call me an idiot here, but would you not prefer Weghorst?
He's always done really well for Netherlands, though.
I would rather play Weghorst.
He's their top goal scorer in history. When you consider that,
but I don't like that stat.
Like that, I know because they play more games now, but
also because they play head off to Liechtenstein and put 7 past them.
Well, if anything, that's the opposite because now we have the Nations League, which makes us play more competitive games, and they used to play Liechtenstein.
Yeah, but unless you're England, the games aren't competitive.
Wow.
We make them difficult. We lost to Hungary. We lost to Italy. We lost to Ukraine.
Ukraine wasn't Nations League, was it? Italy.
Oh, we lost that,
didn't we, in our group?
Oh yeah. We lost to Ukraine summertime then.
That was in qualifiers, mate. And again, qualifiers because there's more teams now. There's more nations. There's going to be worse nations. But. To be ahead of Van Nistelrooy, Van Basten, Johan Cruyff, that's incredible.
Yeah.
It's also a really damning infraction on
that is just
Netherlands.
rude, isn't it? That is so... That shouldn't be allowed.
Van Nistelrooy, yeah.
No, in terms of that should not be allowed. You can't have... Memphis Depay does not deserve to have more goals than Johan Cruyff.
Nowhere near Vivian Miedema, though. Here is of Meccano.
Yeah, people won't like that.
Many.
I've been looking forward to this game since I woke up this morning.
That's good.
And I've been thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah, but the illusion of expectation will always be greater than the end result, won't it?
No.
I think it will.
Because
Very few big games live up to the billing. The World Cup final for me was one, but like you think of a Champions League final, everyone goes, "Oh my god, it's the Champions League final," and then you
Dortmund
watch
Real
it.
did.
Dortmund Real was very good, to be fair, but even so, there was one goal, and Dortmund should have won, and they didn't.
Yeah, but it's not. I'll be happy to sit and watch a 0-0, but as long as they shot,
Well, this hasn't been too bad.
it hasn't. No, it's been decent, and I'm glad everyone else is enjoying it as well in chat. Just knick-knack, but yeah, they're all enjoying it, and thanks for your support.
I think it's only 12 minutes in.
Plenty of time. A lot can happen. They're a bit nervous. Here we go. What ball?
To Kunde. Lifts it in there, headed away by.
Do you think he hurts them? The fact that because Kunde's playing right back, he gets so high.
No.
Because I don't think he's very good coming forward. Oh, here you go.
Ball through, chance for Rabiot. Don't know why he's passed that. Griezmann. This is absolutely awful. Rangers. How have they not scored there then? Rabiot should have passed. Griezmann should have just scored after the pass.
Why has Rabiot passed it? He's practically on the goal line.
That was absolutely awful.
Well, that should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0 twice. Oh, good from Kante.
Now Griezmann, and he's put it past the post. That's a guilty-edge opportunity again for France.
God only knows how France haven't scored. Here we go. Watch it back. Oh, this is a Griezmann one that he puts wide. Does well. Good from Kante. Should find a top
corner. About that one. We want to watch the one where Rabiot decided that despite being in on goal,
3 yards out. Here we go. Lovely football. Shoot. Why has he passed that? Because Griezmann, yes, should have scored, but he doesn't know that ball's coming to him. Oh, no, he does. He's looking at it.
What are you, an idiot sandwich?
And then Griezmann kicks it away.
These two.
Absolute muppets. So I'm saying bench Rabiot, rubbish. Again, I've never rated Andre Rabiot. Adrian.
Yeah, I was going to say. Andre Onana. I saw that clip for himself.
Andre's not my name, mate.
That was the best, because he spoke in Belgian before it, and then that's the best that adopted English accent I've ever heard. But yeah, I think he's always been a very good player, let down by his mother. Because she's his agent, which never works, does it?
I don't know why. Yes, like
again.
What's he say? See, who's like, yeah, brothers are the word. Like,
Rashford's.
I don't like. I hate him.
I like Kane's brother though being his agent, because he has his own agency firm for one client. But he makes enough from Kane, doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, but I don't like. The one thing that, yes, Gareth's getting it wrong, but he needs support from the players and his England players. Doesn't need one of his agents going, it's hard to watch when I know that my man could help them out. Shut up, mate. Honestly, put a sock in it. He's not there because he had a shit season.
Yeah. But also,
he wouldn't have helped out. Shut up.
He might have for tactical stability, but he's not had a very good season. And to suggest that he'd have come on in that game and made a huge impact is absolutely farcical.
Honestly, I hate him. Here's Gakpo. This is good.
Cody Gakpo, great save.
Another good save from mine now.
Jack Grealish had more merit tweeting that out.
Yeah.
At least he could have actually had done,
he probably would have.
He might have had an impact.
Yeah, at least one might want a few free kicks.
He's had a crap season. But yeah, no, I found that weird.
Really good for that is from Gakpo. Another good save from. And this is what I mean about elite goalkeeper. Like, against some of the goalkeepers in the tournament, that goes in from Gakpo. But it's a good save. Really, really good save.
Yeah. He's a very good goalkeeper, isn't he, Mike Minor?
Oh, he's so good. So good. Depay's corner. It's high and it's over, everyone. Rubbish. Get him off.
The problem is, it feels like we've had such a shortage of good goalkeepers.
Yeah.
We've either got really, really good goalkeepers who deserve a move to a bigger club, but there just aren't enough big clubs for them.
Yeah.
Or just crap ones. There's just,
I think, if you think about it,
severely lacking.
how many world-class goalkeepers are there at this tournament?
That's interesting. Well, the problem is 2 world-class goalkeepers both play for Brazil.
Okay, yeah, but just at this tournament, at the Euros, Oblak,
yeah,
Mainan, Pickford.
No. That's what I'm saying, isn't it? England. That's the thing is, we go into it going with the best tournament. We butchered that sentence. We go into this tournament saying England, we're the best team in the world, but we've got a right back who can't run, a left back who can't cross. We've got 2 wingers who can't run out wide, really. We've got a striker who can't run. It's just like, we have such a good squad, but there are such weaknesses to every player that you just don't see in other teams.
Are there only 2?
Donnarumma says nickname.
3. There's 3 because I don't count Unai Simon as a world-class goalkeeper. Trubin, no.
Yeah, but again, the use of the term world class is very difficult.
Elite, they're elite goalkeepers.
Yeah, elite, I think.
World class is they'd get into any nationals, like get into any side.
World class is the 2 best goalkeepers. For me, if you're a world class player, you should be in the best 25 players in the world. That should be it. As one squad.
I would have said top 5 in your position.
I could accept that, I think.
Because technically, that would be 25. 5 goalkeepers, 5 defenders, 5 midfield. No, that's 20. You can't do maths.
And also...
And then a wild card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
And you'd also end up with weird amount of defenders.
Yeah.
We've only got 5 defenders. But yeah. And 5 strikers. Anyway, okay.
Neither side really got going yet. Few shots at each. France should have definitely scored. It is a bit bad when you realise that we have got Jordan Pickford. While everyone else has got Donnarumma and Oblak and that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there are any more elite goalkeepers. It's weird because Courtois obviously would be here, but he's out injured. So that's a big one missing.
Yeah.
Through injury. But yeah, a lot of them are South American because I think that Emi Martinez is almost in that bracket. I think a lot of goalkeepers are also very young. I think Mamardashvili will be in that bracket.
Same with Trubin.
Trubin could be. I think that Verbruggen could be. I think that Diego Costa could be. So we've also got a lot of young goalkeepers coming through right now, which is very interesting. I think that speaks volumes about the way it was going because the goalkeeper has to play out with the ball at his feet. The older goalkeepers aren't wanted as much now.
Yeah.
So we've seen a sort of a changing of the guards over the last year in goalkeeping. Because Mainan's come in as the number 1. Verbruggen's come in as the number 1.
I think if you think
Costa,
Trubin, to some of the world's best goalkeepers, Petr Cech would not cut it in today's modern game.
No, and again, that's why it's difficult to compare players across generations. Because even over the last 20 years, football's changed so much.
Yeah. Nothing's changed here though. It's still 0-0. We're 20 minutes through. Yeah.
Griezmann.
But why is Griezmann stood next to centre halves? Why is he that deep?
Kante looks for Marcus Thuram. Here's Teo Hernandez. Rabiot. Thuram.
That is bad.
Not a great ball in there at all from Adrien Rabiot. He's had a difficult start to this game. He had an easy chance to score and kicked it at his team and passed it across to his teammate for some reason. That's a terrible cross.
This is very early days, and I know a lot of people say, we're not even at the group stage yet. But similarly to 2020, is this feeling like we are going to see a bit of a surprise winner here? Because all 3 of the favourites have been crap. I mean, Portugal, obviously, they might change, but Roberto Martinez is not it.
And they won't change.
So that's the thing. So England look poor.
Roberto Martinez needs to sack himself.
Yeah, France will probably pick it up, but I don't think Portugal and England will pick it up.
I think England will pick it up.
But not to... I don't think they'll pick it up.
If Shaw comes in, I think that changes a lot.
Okay.
But again,
from what we've seen so far, I think we're on for a surprise winner. Not like, oh my God, it's going to be Georgia.
I was going to say, I think it's either going to be Spain or Germany at this rate.
Exactly.
Probably whoever wins that semi-final will win it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that gives me hope. Is if you look on England's side of the draw, France aren't ripping up trees at the moment. And I know they could, but they're not at the moment. Portugal don't look incredible.
Yeah.
And then what else? So unless there's going to be some huge shock team, and Italy are on our side of the draw, I think, if they finish second in their group. I also don't think they're the shit.
Also, the shock teams aren't your shock teams like they used to be. It's Slovakia. And no offence to Slovakia, yes, they've done really well.
I think Turkey against France in the round of 16, that has upset written all over it.
But at this rate, that could be Czechia.
That could be Czechia, but that also could be an upset.
It's not the same, is it? if it's Georgia, then we're in for an absolute worldie of a game, or it's going to...
France getting double digits. If they play to the best of their ability. Archie went to the stream saying Germany looking best. I'm guessing that's best. I would argue...
Yeah, look at that group.
Well, that's the thing. I think Italy, for me, are looking better. Because not only have they played better in both the games, but they've also had a much more difficult group. I mean, Spain.
I was going to say, you drunk.
Italy look crap.
Italy are awful.
And they're not awful, but
They are.
I think they'll beat Croatia.
No, they won't.
They will. Croatia being
Croatia will also be correct. I'm annoyed at that group because that was only the group of death, and Italy and Croatia would have been terrible.
But they didn't lose to Albania, so it's no fun.
I know. If Italy weren't terrible.
If Manai's shot went in,
yes,
in the 89th minute,
Albania would have 2 points. Spain would have 1. Croatia would have
Spain would still have 6.
And Spain would still have 6.
No, you said Spain would have 1.
It'd be Spain 6, Albania 2, Italy 1, Croatia 1. That'd be so good.
Yeah, I think that says Italy didn't get a kick against Spain and almost didn't beat Albania. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I meant to say Spain. Spain have looked incredible.
They have.
I think unless there's a huge
injury,
injury
but I don't think they're faultless.
I don't think any team in football's faultless. If not, City would have won 38 from 38 last season and would be bored. But
no, not.
That doesn't happen.
The problem is, at this moment in time, I can see, England, Portugal, France being knocked out by someone that they probably shouldn't be knocked out by. I don't mean in terms of they're going to get dumped by Turkey.
Could we see...
But, I can see... Oh, God, there aren't really any nations,
Could we see Greece 2002?
Who they?
Romania. If they beat Belgium tomorrow, I'm on the Romania train.
If they beat Belgium tomorrow, I'm getting a coat. I'm getting a Dragger shirt, and I'm going to back it to the hill.
Because they're just going to score screamers.
I don't think they'll beat Belgium. Belgium were rubbish though. Belgium were absolute crap.
Not Roberto Martinez. Domenico Tedesco has them doing nothing. I mean, that's the thing. If Belgium could create a shit ton of chances, the bumbling idiot they've got up front is just going to miss them all. And then you look at their wingers, and Trossard's fairly productive, but Doku's not a very productive winger. He's a really exciting player, but he's not very productive. So I do worry for Belgium's actual ability to score goals.
Yeah, the problem is, I don't think I don't see any giant killing. I don't see any giant killing potential in this tournament.
What? You don't see any giant killing potential?
Who? Turkey?
I think everyone. Denmark, if they can get out of the groups, can definitely cause issues.
They haven't looked great.
They missed a lot of chances against Slovenia. They should have beaten England. But if Rasmus Højlund can come to life...
The Serbia game will be interesting.
Yeah, they should beat them. Serbia, another one. If they could get out of the group...
Fuck no. Serbia, I'm not watching...
Serbia missed so many...
Serbia get out of the group, whoever draws in is going to be the worst knockout game in history. Because we're going to watch 11 blokes stand on their goal line while France take part.
It is worth pointing out, in 2016, Portugal, who won the tournament, drew every game in the group stage and went on to win it. So it's not impossible that something like that happens. So I don't think group stage form is... the biggest thing in the world.
We're not even match week 3 yet.
If Serbia had Mitrovic from 6 years ago, they would be the greatest team in this tournament. Because they look great across the board.
Terrible against Slovenia.
Ilic, I think, is a midfielder who can play for a
See, I'm annoyed because I want Slovenia to go through. I'm annoyed that Jovic scored in the 95th minute. Because if not, Slovenia would top Group C at the moment.
Yes, and that's vibes, isn't it?
That is cool.
Even without Benjamin Šeško scoring. Whoever before the tournament was going, Benjamin Šeško, there's been crap.
Even I said he has been crap. That's alright, because Janza scored an absolute purr at Denmark, and then who scored in the the right back, Karničnik, the fullbacks, and rolling the goals for Slovenia.
Also, Aston Villa are continuing their swap deal fun things. They're getting Enzo Barenechea. I think that's a very good sign.
It's ruining football.
Why?
What happened to giving a team 10 million and running off for your man?
Well, they kind of are, but
don't swap.
But no,
fucking a Robinham for Lewis Dobbin.
But that helps their FFP. Because they get pure profit and the other team get pure profit. And everyone wins. Yes?
Yeah, but...
So neither of them lose any money. Everton get a player they need. Aston Villa get a player who might be good one day, if not they'll sell him on for profit. It's a win-win. And then in the Juventus deal, Juventus are signing Douglas Luiz for 40 million.
Yeah, no.
And then Aston Villa are signing
with
Enzo Buenechea
you know,
and Illing Jr.
Yeah, but with the Dobby and a roadman one, that's like swapping a sturdy raft when you're stranded at sea for a fucking cardboard box.
Yeah, but
you know,
they don't care about that. That's
there
just
you go,
profit.
Taram.
Taram and
Rubbish.
smash that past the post. But you look at that. If that deal means they can go and sign Ian Martin, if that deal means they can go and then they're getting Buenechea to replace Douglas Luiz.
But what's Lewis Dobby gonna do?
Fuck hell,
Just sit there.
He's not playing for Aston Villa, is he?
Also, Nick, we are watching the game, just nothing's happening. Would you like us to watch the game more? Sorry.
It's having a good chat, to be fair.
We can focus on the game a bit more if you want us to.
Stefan de Vrij shouting back to Van Dijk. Half an hour gone here. There's been chances for both sides. Neither of them able to take them. The most notable one was when Adrian Rabiot got within 6 yards of the goal and just decided to pass it.
He was in the 6-yard box and decided to pass it to Griezmann.
That says not an easy chance to hit the freaking circuit. Yeah, agreed. At least they're going to Bayern's a Chelsea fan. Nick says, really? Yeah, I did mention that a while ago. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Do you think that shows a lack of ambition from Elise, or does that show a lot of ambition from Bayern? I think it's a good signing for Bayern. I think it's a very good signing for Bayern. I wonder why Elise has picked Bayern though over the likes of Chelsea and United. Is that the easy way out?
I think it's bold from Elise.
Really?
Because I think Palace are going to be very good next year.
But are they going to win the Bundesliga?
No, but neither are Bayern Munich.
Why not?
Bayern Leverkusen. And I'm expecting a massive downfall by Munich.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's good.
Randomly. No,
that's not going to happen.
I think it's a big risk. He has taken a huge risk leaving the Premier League and leaving Crystal Palace. I think, honestly, obviously I know with that, but I think if you've got Chelsea and that are safer. I don't know.
Are they though?
Yeah.
I think it's a bigger gamble. Well, yeah, but I think if it...
It'd come in there. Him and Palmer.
Is it?
Yeah, it would look so good together.
No, it says hardly a lack of ambition. Perhaps he wants to make sure he plays. But I don't know if he does. Unless Leroy Sané leaves.
Now, I think it's the problem.
He should start.
I'm not going to say what I want to say because you're going to call me an idiot, but... Elise, he's good. Yes, he is good.
I think he's brilliant.
He's a very good player.
I think he's also perfect for what Enzo Maresca wants.
Is he good enough to play every single week for Bayern?
Yes, 100%.
Is he good enough to play in Champions League quarter-finals, semi-finals?
Yes, 100%.
Is he?
Yes.
I don't know.
Almost guaranteed.
I don't think he is.
He is good enough for that.
Hang on, Taram. Oh, no, not going to get... I don't know.
I think if you disagree, you've not watched enough Michael Elise, or you don't know anything about football. They're the two options.
No.
So
Elise or Eze?
Elise, for me. I really like Eze, but I don't think his end product is as strong as Elise's. There's a reason.
Elise.
But also Eze has loads of injury
I'm
troubles.
not saying... I think Elise is so good. I think he's brilliant.
You just said you don't think he's better than...
But I don't think he is Champions League... not like I don't think deep in the Champions League is he that good? No, Taylor's got the first card out where it goes to shooting.
What's he shooting? But consider I don't know if it's I call him shouting because it's just the English.
Shouting has fouled Griezmann. It's a yellow card and it's a free kick to France on the halfway line.
A bit of a soft yellow, to be fair.
Well, that's what Taylor does.
Can't afford him, probably. Chelsea called out Fab said. Ornstein said it, actually. Then Fab just copied it into his tweet. Because that's what Fabrizio does. But,
I hate
can't really
journalism.
At least say. You hate journalism?
No.
Journalism.
No, I don't like
Is that not technically what we... Well, we're not... But we're in the...
No, we don't ruin transfers.
We would if we could.
No, but imagine, right, if we'd got to random day, we didn't know any of this business going on, random day in the summer, bam, Elise's joined Bayern Munich. Wow, we would be stunned.
I do agree with you there. But I also... And I think a lot of people criticise Fabrizio for it.
I don't criticise him, it's his job.
But that exactly. For me, if he doesn't do it, someone else will. I get annoyed with the fact that there are people at football clubs who want to leak that information. And it especially pisses me off that it happens at Chelsea constantly.
The other one is when agents
that's
get
the
like,
problem as
can you
well.
say this about my player to generate interest? No,
Well, exactly.
no one wants to buy your shit footballer for a reason.
I am 100% convinced John Duran's agent has a deal with Fabrizio because
John Duran's not that good.
exactly
He's good, but he's not Chelsea or fucking. Oh, Fabrizio, I'll give you $1,000 if you say that John Duran's worked by Man City and Barcelona.
And also, the way he tweets about Endrick and Lamine Yamal, yeah, they're great players.
Bit weird,
but
isn't it?
you're not Wonder Kids, mate. You're Fabrizio Romano. They're not on the move. They've already gone places.
It's a bit weird. They're 16 and 17.
So, I think it's just their agents, isn't it? Just rising that value. Get people talking
Fabrizio
about
wants the paycheck.
Exactly. But yeah.
Modern media is an interesting world. We are part of that world. Do I like
As
it?
there's no official announcement yet, but not even on the list. Well, it's broken by Ornstein. I trust him. Still odds on to join Chelsea. Well, there you go, Nick Mac. Go and bet on it and throw your money down the drain. But yeah, it was on the Athletic as of 8 o'clock.
This evening or the morning?
This evening, I saw the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as reported by David Ornstein,
That's good.
who's a bloody good journalist.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have him on.
Yeah,
Be quality.
you're slagging off for ruining transfers.
No.
But yeah.
That's a long ball. Looking long. No. Gakpo can't bring it under control.
Yeah, apparently, Bayern expected to agree a deal. The German club contacted Palace. So Bayern and Chelsea were the only clubs that contacted Palace. So this whole United thing, bollocks. According to Ornstein. Newcastle United also approached them. United and City didn't. Despite there being rumours, obviously, with United. That's what I find weird. That United, in Fabrizio's tweets, is one of the highest, like, constantly just Chelsea United interested, Chelsea United interested in Elise. But United apparently just have held interest, but never.
Here is
But the way Fabrizio tweets about it. Here's Frimpong, and that's...
Well, that's either two things. That's either United telling him to say that, or in terms of wanting to get, try and just, I don't know what they're planning to do with it, or they're selling him the wrong information. They're telling him the wrong information.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Or it's Elise's agent trying to drum up more interest, so clubs will pay him more money.
What do you think the clubs do? When Ten Hag is, he goes, I don't know what to do.
Well, they have held interest, to be fair. It's just that they've not made an
He didn't pay
approach.
for it.
But yeah, Chelsea decided the finances involved were beyond reach and chose not to proceed, apparently.
Simons.
But yeah. Jack Law says, there is a game on, right? Sorry, Jack. Nick says, they don't seem interested tonight. Where's our commentary, Jack? Sorry, it's just a slow one tonight. Anyway, Xiaomi.
Well, once we're back on it, we'll get into it. It's just because what happens is you get into and then it goes into carries on.
Yeah. Ball down the line, looking for Thuram
Sorry,
up against
everyone.
De Vrij, and that is a.
See, now
Foul,
I'm
isn't it?
commentary focused.
Are you?
Yes.
That's good.
Right, well, it's a throw in. Taylor's given a throw in. Don't know how he hasn't given that a free kick. It's a France throw.
Welcome to the stream, though, Jack Lawless. Thank you for commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping us on track, in check.
Indeed. Yeah, 10 minutes left off the half. Both sides have had chances in this game, just not able to capitalise on.
I mean, I was going to say it's phone volley. That's going to be.
Teo Hernandez.
No.
Now here come Netherlands. Schouten. Reinders. Now Xavi Simons. Plays it out wide. Depay. Looks across it, and that's dealt with by Saliba.
End product's lacking for both sides tonight. Both sides have had decent opportunities. They've come forward quite well, but they haven't. When they've got to the final third, that final ball, that final attempt is just not coming off.
Yeah. And France just aren't really pressing tonight either.
France aren't pressing. I mean, they've had a couple they should have scored. Netherlands keep having these shots from outside the area that Mainam will just parry or he'll just catch. Need to be more concrete attempts here. They really want to try and find a goal.
Yeah, Rangers.
Won it back over France to Thuram on the drive. But he's got no one. No one's helping him. Oh no, Taylor, that's a soft one. That's a really soft free kick to give for Anthony Taylor. France free kick. Oh no. The 3-6 out of leg, yeah, but it's not. Oh, there's not enough in that. He falls over his own feet. Thuram kicks his own feet. Taylor gives him a smile. Free kick to France then. 8 to play.
Now, so we said at the start of the stream, a draw suits both teams. It does just feel both sides. That's the problem for me. Both sides just happy to play out for a point tonight. You look at the effort from both teams. Yeah, they've had chances, but the pressing. Both sides are well aware they don't want to get injuries. They're not. It doesn't feel like they're going 100% at it.
Some of the shots feel like you're shooting at a younger family member and you don't want to score.
I think that is the intention, but they are missing some easy chances tonight.
Is Griezmann hitting this free kick or crossing it in? 30 metres away.
Which doesn't set up nicely for him. He's a left footer. So
Have a
I
pop.
don't really get. Well, this looks like he's going to cross it, because if not, why is he taking it? And it is a ball into the box, headed away by Van Dijk. Of Meccano now. Now Thuram. I do think though the sides between the games between the big sides are the worst in the group stage of the Euros.
Spain, Italy was alright. But
Because
Spain should have scored more.
Absolutely dominated them.
Yeah.
Spain absolutely dominated them.
I think we want to save these tasty ties to round 16. Imagine if this was a round 16 game, it's been absolute perler. What big round 16 games can we get?
Well, it depends on the groups, obviously, but Italy could play England if England don't finish top of the group.
Depay holds it up well, that's good strength from him. But again, he's got nowhere to go, and he had to play a hospital pass backwards, and France have won it back.
Now here is Ousmane Dembele looking to take on Van Dijk, ball across the box, and it's at Schouten. Dembele, like a foul from Van Dijk. It's a bit of a soft one. I think he did leave one on Dembele there, so I can see Taylor's thinking.
Really? Thinking? Anthony Taylor, what?
So on the top of the big ties, if Portugal were to finish second in Group F, then they would face the top of this group.
So it could be the winner of this.
We could get France-Portugal.
Wow.
In the round 16, which would be a very nice tie.
Another 3-kick then for France. Now this one...
We've got to get France-Turkey.
This one sits up much nicer for Antoine Griezmann. And it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, so the left footer has got a perfect aim at this. And this would be something. It's been a half that has lacked chances. It's a half that has lacked good quality efforts. But Griezmann's got to find 23 metres hit. Would be an absolute
also, if England were second in the group, they would face Germany in the round 16. So let's not do that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Also, just reiterate AJ's point from earlier. The crowd behind the Netherlands goal is absolutely incredible, which is a sea of orange. Absolutely brilliant.
Now, it says I expect Mbappe will come on later and win it for France.
Can he play?
Well, he's got the mask, hasn't he?
Why is he not starting then?
Because he's not fit to play.
Alright. Griezmann
strikes it, hits the ball. Yeah, it says we haven't had any direct free kick goals yet, have we? Unless I'm mistaken. I don't think I've seen a direct free kick in the Premier League all season, to be fair.
Because it's become too, I guess direct free kicks don't make a difference, do they? Because we saw a big thing he scored direct free kicks when Pitt would go under the wall. Because the wall would always... Because what it was, is the wall never used to jump, then everyone went over the wall, so then the wall started jumping, and then everyone went under the wall. But now, because they lie a man down and they jump, where do you go?
Well, you look at the best effort of this tournament was Dominic Soboslai's one against Germany, where he hit the top corner, and Neuer still got there.
Yeah.
That's the big issue. Goalkeepers are too good now.
Also,
especially in the Premier League. I don't think we've seen... I don't remember a free kick goal this season, particularly.
Palmer.
Against who?
Maybe not.
He's got a lot of penalties.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Penalties are entirely pointless now. We might as well just give him a goal.
When was everyone in chat? When was the last time you saw a direct free kick goal? Here's Teo Hernandez in the meantime.
I think Kelsey Trotter backed one, to be fair.
He did.
Anyway, here's Koundé. But yeah, I can't remember many. Like Premier League. Now says the average before last season was 32 direct free kicks in the Premier League. Last season we only saw 11.
11?
That point proves my point there.
Wow.
Well, and that was with Ward Prowse in the league. You know something's gone on there then.
That's bad.
That's what I mean. They're just, I don't know.
Too predictable,
Yeah, why is that?
Goalkeepers are better. You can't go under or over the wall. Griezmann flicks it towards
I think the
Verbruggen.
goalkeeper standards in the Premier League is absolutely ridiculous. It's why it makes Nottingham Forest goalkeepers look so shit. Because like even Thomas Kaminski is a phenomenal goalkeeper. Look at
you
some
compare
of
it
his
to Wes
saves.
Foderingham.
Well, Sheffield United, yeah. But Sells, who else is there? That Vlachodimos
And Matt Turner.
Matt Turner. It's the worst rotation. James Ward-Prowse didn't get one, says Nick Knack. Time to stop this woke nonsense.
I don't remember.
Game.
I don't remember any of them.
I don't remember a free kick goal last season.
I'm trying to
I feel
think.
like Odegaard must have scored one. I can
I'm thinking Elise.
vaguely remember. United, Elisa United.
That
at
this year.
Selhurst Park.
Yeah, the 4-0, weren't it?
Where he just stops. No, the 1-0.
No, okay.
That's Selhurst Park. I thought was it 4-0 at Old Trafford?
Can't remember now. Here's Verbruggen. Plays it to Van Dijk. But yeah, I mean, this first half, both sides played quite conservative, quite relaxed, and either side really going for it. A few chances at either end, but not much to write home about. Nothing, threatening of conceding a goal.
Yes, earlier in the season, I think, when they beat United. Yes, I don't know. That was Anderson. Don't know then. Must have been last season.
Yeah, it's what 2-0 at Selhurst Park, wasn't it? Frimpong kicks into Rabiot to win a free kick. But yeah, both sides are playing reserved because both, again, as we spoke about in the build-up, a draw for both sides is good enough. A loss is a very, very bad result.
Yeah, it was 1-1 at Selhurst Park. He scored in the 91st minute with a direct free kick to level it.
That was it.
That was last season. So
Was
again,
there a
still
hand in
nothing
there?
in the most recent season?
Yeah, handball from Ake. France got a free kick. Minute left of this first half. Don't think we're going to see a goal in it.
Yeah, Saliba. To Teo Hernandez. Rabiot. Hernandez. Here is Saliba. Mainan.
It's not been it's not been bad. It has not been bad from either side. It is just that not wanting to really go for the game.
It's been tentative for both teams. hasn't
Yeah.
it? Which is, again, pretty much what we expected. I mean, that was a bit pointless from everyone involved. Champions was trying to poke that in behind with nobody there. Only a minute of additional time. I think that shows everything, really. Not a lot has happened in the first 45. There's been chances, but the side's too hesitant to take them. Nick Nat says, James Ward-Prowse has scored from a corner, though. Could be the coaches have realised it's not the best option to shoot from them. Yeah, taking back to prime Barclays with Dimitri Payet's just whipping them in. Makes sense. Good. There's no point in them going hell to leather, is there? In this game.
Yeah. If they get a goal, they get a goal, but a 0-0 draw.
That's what I mean.
And I hope not, though. We haven't had a 0-0 yet.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised. I almost predicted it at the start. I thought I'll go France because everyone was getting annoyed at me being pessimistic.
What did I say? I said 2-1 Netherlands.
Yeah, for some reason. But yeah, I think
that's a 2-1 France.
And
that is it. Half time.
Half time here in Leipzig. Netherlands 0, France 0. A half of many chances, but nobody able to capitalise on them. A difficult first half for both teams. This is what we expected, though.
Yeah, exactly that. Again, as we were saying, very conserved, very regimented from either side, not wanting to give too much away, not wanting to... Because even if they weren't going on to concede, if you concede a big chance, suddenly you've given the other side the edge, and that leads on to you conceding a goal. So you don't want to give away anything, whether it's a corner, free kick, nothing. But even when... I think Netherlands have done that. I think France probably have had the better opportunities. We spoke about that Rabiot one where he passed it from 3 yards out. Griezmann's had a couple of free kicks. They've had a few opportunities where they've forced good saves out of Verbruggen. And yes, Netherlands done that on the other end, but for Netherlands it feels more like, pot shots that are kind of just, testing Mainan. He's making comfortable saves though, but they're also they're against the run of play, I think. On the counter-attack, Netherlands will come forward, have a shot from the edge of the area, Mainan will catch it, and the play will move on again. Whereas for France, there actually seems to be a bit more structure, a bit more actually building into the chance, building into the game.
Well, Netherlands are playing very counter-attacking. They know how to play against France. France are a side who are going to dominate the ball. They're possession-based. And Netherlands are looking to set up defensively and then spring forwards. You look at the possessions, 61% France to 39% Netherlands. France completely dominating in terms of that. But then you look at the shots, 5 apiece. One big chance for France. Of course, the Rabiot opportunity. None for the Netherlands. 0.25 XG for France. 0.17 says everything. I mean, Rabiot didn't shoot. If he had, that would have been about 0.9 XG.
Apparently in the goal.
What is it? This is just...
It's really good football initially. Plays 1-2 to Thuram. Superb from Thuram.
Did really well to feed that back through.
Bang. Goal. 1-0.
No. Yeah, there we go. Nice line from the BBC. Hit it across goal. Score.
Why has he passed it? And even when he does pass it... Because Griezmann's looking at him. Griezmann knows it's coming. I think he's called it.
I'm still not sure he's expecting it to come.
No, he's called it. You can see his mouth move. He's called it. He's called that pass and he's scuffed it.
It's behind him though, isn't it? It's behind him.
Oh, it's a terrible pass as well. That's what made it worse. Like, he passed it across and it was still bad. That was a big opportunity. That's what I mean. France have played good stuff to create their chances. Yeah. Netherlands, I mean, represented by that XG, they are just taking pot shots, which my Nam will just dive to the left, claim it and play on. Like nothing happened. That's the difference.
Rabiot had the choice to go near or far post. To be fair, where he was looking at was never going near post. He's always going to go across goal there. But yeah, that should have gone in really. Should have gone in for France. Other than that, have France had many clear-cut opportunities, or was that the one?
Not really clear-cut, but I think they've had more... What they've had is they've had more of actual play. Like, they've had more, successive minutes where they've been on top of Netherlands. And
Griezmann had that one where he fired from the left-hand side that was wonderfully saved by Verbruggen. There was this counter-attacking chance from Netherlands. We're speaking about how they're a counter-attacking team. This was really quickly turned from defence into attack. Frimpong got to do better there?
Yeah, 100%. He's through on goal. The problem is, because he isn't an out-and-out winger, he's not an out-and-out forward, he slows down to really make sure he's got that ball in his stride, which means that the defenders can catch up and get the block in. But, an out-and-out winger there would just run, because obviously they've got a good first touch, so they can just run. And this was another one here where Gakpo cut inside and had his shot charged down.
Yeah.
But I think both sides will be happy. Deschamps will be happy they're not, they've had more of the ball and they're not losing. And Koeman will be happy that his side are executing the game plan pretty well. They haven't conceded yet, they haven't scored yet. It's a bit of a happy medium.
It feels like the worst sort of mix of football when you've got two teams who have really strong defences and really relatively mediocre attacks. Because I think the Netherlands lack a clinical goal scorer, someone who can really fire them home. And France, without Mbappe, look a little bit blunted in the attacking third tonight. Griezmann just hasn't stepped up into that role. Thuram's played well, but more as almost as a false nine. He's been linking up the play quite nicely. We expect him to play in that role throughout the tournament, and then Mbappe on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just find it a bit... I think it's a big issue when you have two sides that just can't really attack against really strong defences.
Yeah, and then... it's an interesting one, because as we say, I think if this was the first game of the group, this would have been a brilliant, brilliant game, because both sides would have gone for it. They wanted the win. It would have been really exciting to see how Netherlands' counter-attack goes up against France, wanting to enjoy the possession and enjoy the play. But again, as you say, no incentive there. I think we will get a goal. There will be a goal, because these are two high-quality sides. They're going to want to score a goal, and someone will score in this game. That could get the ball rolling, especially I think if Netherlands score. I think France will want to come back at it. If France score, Netherlands probably won't have that same... Not because I think they have the desire to, because as I said in the build-up, it would be worse for Netherlands if they lost, but I don't think they would really go for it, push for it, want it so strongly. Because they play
Austria, of course. That is a difficult final game. Yeah, I think France are very fortunate though in their first game, but they're still showing they're not able to score goals. Is that a real issue for France?
Well, no, because they've got Kylian Mbappe. I mean, he hasn't scored a Euros goal.
How many goals has he scored?
Exactly, and I think that's an interesting point.
They had chances in the first game. It's not that they didn't have chances. Mbappe had two real clear-cut ones. Tonight, they literally had the ball within the 6-yard box and couldn't put it in the back of the net. I think it's not something they should particularly worry about. But if they come away tonight with a 0-0 draw, I would have serious concerns because they'd have shown in 2 group games had shown no ability to put the ball
I think
back in
that's
there.
what I said. Dembele's hot and cold. I don't think Thuram is an elite forward, and Griezmann is good on his day, but
to view it from the other angle, France can't concede. Their defence and goalkeeper for me is the best of the tournament, and they just don't look like they're able to concede.
Yeah.
Well, Germany are conceding really cheap ones. Spain have kept clean sheets, but Italy were crap and Croatia were even worse. And actually, not to be fair. Croatia weren't that bad. Italy just didn't have a shot.
England have been horrific.
England's just their defence looks disorganised.
Yeah, no Calvin Phillips, don't look good defensively.
I was going to say, we're just inviting so much pressure on ourselves and then going, well, why are we being overwhelmed? It's like, well, there we go. We're literally inviting so much pressure on ourselves. So, I think France could win the tournament just because they can defend.
I do think France's defences are the unsung heroes because when you think of World Cup 2018, when you think of World Cup 2022, you think of Kylian Mbappe scoring loads of goals.
Yeah, because their defence is a bit crap then.
Not in 2018. I did concede 2 goals to Croatia, didn't they?
That's what I'm saying. You look at what's changed for France between now and that World Cup final, and obviously winning in 2018, the disappointment in the Euros, finalists in the World Cup of 2022. This team though has Saliba, who has been one of the best defenders in the Premier League, if not the best in many people's eyes. Mike Maignan, who I think many people would make a strong argument for being one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now.
Yeah. Definitely
an elite goalkeeper. Huge improvement on Hugo Lloris, who is a car crash. Upamecano, who looks really solid in this team. Jules Koundé, who's a really good defensive right back.
Yeah.
And Theo Hernandez is a great attacking left back. So it's just a really nicely balanced defence with N'Golo Kante, the best defensive midfielder of the last decade, sitting in front of them. And if he doesn't manage to sweep it up, well, I'm sure Aurélien Tchouameni, who's one of the most promising young midfielders in the world right now, will be able to sweep it up. So
it is ridiculous.
It's just such a well pieced together side for France. Defensively, they look so solid. And then Netherlands have had chances tonight, but Maignan, looks more than comfortable to be able to save any of them. I just worry that can anyone score against France? France haven't shown they can score yet, but they also don't look like they're going to concede.
Yeah. Nick says Netherlands have to be happy with the team as the underdogs. But that's the thing. They are underdogs. This shouldn't be a game where there is an underdog. But to be honest, it feels like there are. Because, the way Netherlands... And you're right, they should be happier because the way they're playing, the way they're set up, and how good France are, they are underdogs.
I think they're still huge underdogs. I think the Netherlands are still big underdogs in the game against France.
But they weren't.
Because it's not 1998 anymore.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It's not the 90s.
They are, he's right, they are, but that's not how it should be. We shouldn't be at a point where 2 of the greatest nations of all time over the years, one is a massive underdog against the other.
I don't think Netherlands are incredibly strong right now. I think they've got some really good players. I think Xavi Simons is really exciting. I don't particularly rate Gakpo. I don't particularly rate Depay. I think Frimpong's massively out of position.
Oh, Depay's crap.
I think
Not
that
Depay. Stop being around the bush.
the defence is really good. I really like Dumfries. I think that Ake,
Van Dijk, obviously.
Van Dijk and De Vrij makes sense. I think Verbruggen's a good goalkeeper. I think the Netherlands side will look very different if their midfield was how it should be, and not this weird piece together Reinders and Shout and pivot. I think if you had De Jong and Koopmeiners in there, they absolutely rock the midfield.
Yeah.
But they do miss a lot without that because their creativity is lessened. They are less able to hold on to possession, which is why they're playing this very counter-attacking system. Because if not, they will just get swamped.
Yeah.
Because they can't play with the ball very well. So I definitely think that's hampered them. But 2 players being out like that, causing them that many issues.
Yeah.
I mean, the Netherlands have never had a surplus of talent, have they? They've always had some good players and good squads. Never had a surplus. But I think compared to France, everyone's a huge underdog at the moment.
I think Netherlands could be a little bit worried. A loss tonight puts them in a spot of bother. And
but they could play out a draw with Austria and both teams go through. That's my issue at the moment with the Euros group stage. They might even play out a draw tonight.
Not if Poland win.
Yeah. Poland will be on 3, Austria will be on 4.
Oh, God.
So I mean, and Poland aren't going to beat bloody France. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's miracles and there's that.
Fun hypothetical, but then that's just not going to happen. Nick says Saliba was the best player in Liga and well on loan the season before. Yeah, I don't know about the quality of Liga, mate. To be honest.
I like.
But he was, yeah, very good.
For me, Liga is down there.
I think the individual quality is really good. I think there's some really, really good players there. The problem is the coaching quality is absolute shite. If you took the talent in Liga and the coaching ability in La Liga, that would be the best league. That would be a league that could challenge the Premier League, I think.
Yeah, but
Loads of exciting young...
I like when the
French
coach in the league are
talents.
right up with their crap, like Hosselu, just fanning around and things. Yeah,
Well, yes, that's why the Spanish players look so good and get signed, because the Spanish managers make them look bloody incredible. Then they come over to England and Pulis is going, "Ran Hosselu," and he can't.
When did a Tony Pulis side run? They walked everywhere.
Well, they smashed it up. Everyone chased. They played. It was basically like that cheese rolling competition.
Yeah.
Everyone ran after it. Nick says Liga is still a reasonable standard, probably fourth best league. Fifth.
No.
Yeah, but it is miles off the top four.
Yeah, I think Serie A's pretty poor as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I quite like this area.
It's competitive in itself, yes, but I mean, I know this is silly because Inter got to the Champions League final
and
2
Napoli
years
and AC
ago.
Milan both got to the quarters, and
Yeah,
then
but
AC played Inter in the semis.
What have they done this year?
Well, to be fair, the league leaders decided their manager left. They sold their centre half and fell to 10th in the league.
That can't happen
Inter
because if that happened to. Yeah, if that happened, no, it's hard. Yeah, no. Because the problem is the other examples. I was going to say if that happened to City, Real Madrid, or PSG because they're the other league leaders. They'd have that problem.
PSG got knocked out in the same run as Inter, no?
PSG are rubbish. I don't like PSG. They're rubbish.
No, PSG were semis, weren't they? Obviously, they lost to Dortmund.
Yeah, PSG should be over the years should have been so much better than they have been.
Inter lost to Atleti, didn't they, in the round of 16?
Yes.
But that's a tough tie.
Yes. What's going to happen in the second half here then?
Oh, I think it'll probably be 0-0. But on more positive news,
yeah,
France will score 2 goals.
I'm going to stick with 2-1 Netherlands.
Yeah, I'll stick with my 2-0 prediction, even though I think it's going to be 0-0.
Anyone else changing their prediction or sticking with it? Let us know.
Yeah, it says 8 Italian teams in Europe next season. Exactly. They're really good at winning the Conference League and stuff.
Pub trophy. They're not, because Chelsea are going to win it next year.
They've got 2 Conference League finals now, Fiorentina, and obviously...
Lost them both.
Yes, and they won
the Argos on the court. I forgot.
They lost the Europa League last season with Roma, and then did they lose the Europa League? Did they? No, Atlanta won the Europa League this season. So they've had a lot of success.
I forgot Olympiacos won the Conference League.
Yes,
that sums it all up.
I love the Conference League.
That sums up that competition.
The thing is, if Chelsea do go in and win it, while yes, I'm going to love it, it's going to absolutely ruin what the Conference League is about. Because so far, West Ham, who've never won a European trophy, went and won it. Olympiacos, who'd never won a European trophy, went and won it. And then next season...
2-time UCL winners.
The £1.5 billion squad's going to roll over.
The £1 billion bottle, John.
They're going to go batter the bloody Kazakhstan champions or whatever they're going to get.
We have got a big 45 minutes coming your way. It's going to be action, I believe. Mbappe not on the pitch just yet. That's the 4th time we've cut to him today. Big 45 coming up for these two sides. The winner will go through, a draw, and both sides are through.
That says more the same, I reckon. Then Mbappe comes on and wins it. 1-0 France seems more likely now. Yeah, go on.
You've nailed it. You've absolutely nailed it.
Give me that then. Now it says Olympiacos are basically a Champions League team though. Yeah, they've signed a few players, but that is a stretch.
This is why I hate
They
Mbappe.
play in the Champions League.
Why can't Mbappe count the rest of the France squad? He sat there on the bench by himself, and now the rest of the bench and the coaches are now turning up.
Didn't go in for half time, maybe.
He needed, just
I
why?
can't, Nick. I also don't agree with you. If Bora could play in the Champions League,
I don't remember that final.
the rest of the squads are
I think it's 'cause I was hoping it was over.
best. Like they're not like an Istanbul section. Remember when they beat United and they
Second
like
half
Denver
going
Bar and
underway.
stuff? Yeah, we're about to get underway here. For another 45 minutes here in Leipzig.
5th time cut to Mbappe.
And we're underway. France knock it back. get us started for another 45 minutes. Hopefully more exciting than the last.
Yes.
Of Meccano. Yeah, it's easy to knock them because they're from Greece, but most seasons they compete in the Champions League. Yeah, but look at their squad. Compared to Fiorentina should have won that game based on squad-to-squad quality. The difference maker was Jose Luis Mendilibar. That's the difference maker. And the fact they've got... I don't know where El Carvi was made, what factory, but he was signed to some Qatari team from Morocco, and it's apparently incredible, and then Olympiacos signed him. So yeah. Don't know how he's as good as he is.
He was like Qatar's my player, paid to win on FIFA.
Yeah.
They kept buying him like things.
I'll be intrigued to see what happens in the Europa League next season. I do think the fact that we're not going to see Championship teams get knocked down to Europa League is going to be interesting. Do you think that makes it a better or worse competition?
Better. Because imagine you had a team going on a fairy tale run, and then Bosch, Liverpool, or some big side of them knocked down to the Europa League. It ruins it.
Doesn't really happen, does it? Like Barcelona went down there and got knocked out by Frankfurt. So instead, Frankfurt got a lovely trip to the Camp Nou where they went and won. That's gone outscored. I think they won the home leg, to be fair. Dembele blitzes past Ake. Unfortunately, the pitch isn't long enough.
This is my problem with him.
If the pitches were like 20 yards longer, Dembele would be incredible because he's rapid. There's not enough space for him to outrun people.
Well, no, because then he'd take another touch. No,
because he'd be past Ake.
That is a terrible touch.
Yeah, it is.
Like, we shouldn't have to extend the pitch for him, because if we did that,
oh, for God's sake. I just completely ignored my point and instead gone on the whole pitch thing. I was just saying, he'd be incredible on long pitches.
20 yards bigger.
That's not my claim that we should start doing that. Just for Ousmane Dembele. Let's rebuild all the football stadiums in the world, apart from the London Olympic Stadium, because I could just piss off the running
track. One bloke that is probably going to be injured for 9 months of the year, but, worth it. Here's Rabiot. Can France find an early goal in the second half?
Experience in these tournaments counts, something Villa don't have. Yeah, but Unai Emery did. They should never have lost that game. Christ, they should never have lost to Olympiacos.
Emi Martinez was a World Cup winner, managed by Unai Emery, with Diego Carlos, who's played in Europe.
With Sevilla and FC Nantes. I think he got a season in after they won the Cup. No. Not after they won the Cup, they finished 7th. I think they got a season of Europe.
Diego Carlos?
Yeah.
What are you on about?
It's FC Nantes, money.
Was it?
Yeah.
You weren't in the song?
No, because he was at FC Nantes like 2019.
Alright.
2018, something like that. Then we went to Sevilla, of course.
Albert and Lafont, up the Nantes.
What a team. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to try to sign Dembele 2 seasons. Go to dodge of bullets. No, he'd be incredible. Imagine him in the Championship.
He'd give you 2 months of pure bliss and he'd get injured.
I think he's a brilliant footballer. Or at least
he's one of those footballers, when you see these things that are like, name one footballer you wish could have an injury-free career. Marco Reus, Dembele.
For me, I think he's name one footballer you wish Barcelona hadn't signed. And you get every option for the last 5 years because they have ruined the career of Felipe Coutinho, Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann. Not really ruined the career of Griezmann. Poor
Memphis Depay. Refound his career after he lost at United and they killed it again.
He was a bloody rapper and part-time Netherlands striker. Who else do they sign for huge money? Is there another one? Or I was going to say Oscar, but no, I'm just thinking of Coutinho.
I feel like they ruined Lewandowski a bit.
He was already over the hill. They should never have signed him.
Exactly, he was a legend. He should have called it quits after Bayern.
All gone and played in Poland and scored like 50 goals a game for Poznan and won him a European trophy or something.
Yeah. Foul in there from Frimpong. He's caught Fernandez there.
I said they should have lost their rubbish and Olympiacos outplayed them both legs. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that shouldn't have happened. Villa should never have lost those games.
Yeah.
Not in terms of on the actual day they were the better side. Of course not. They were crap. You don't lose 5-2 to Olympiacos that being a bit crap. But based on the quality in the squad, they should have absolutely walked it.
Yeah.
And like Chelsea should next season.
Probably won't.
Saliba. No.
Because Enzo Maresca doesn't know what he's doing.
Here's Koundé. That says where it did happen. Yes, Nick Nack. Surprises in football do happen. I don't think it makes them the best team. I don't think Greece were the best international side in the world in 2002.
Well, best international
Euros.
side in Europe.
They had a great Euros, but come on.
They're the best
I don't think
European
underdog
international
stories.
side.
I don't think Wigan were the best FA Cups, the best team in the FA Cup maybe, but
They were for that rendition.
no, they weren't.
Well, clearly they won it.
No, but that's
That's the whole point, though, isn't
Best
it?
doesn't-
No. Because the best will prevail.
yeah.
The best performing team in the competition will be the one who wins it.
If the best performing and the best team.
They're the same thing.
No. I don't know. It's weird underdog stories. They're great. I love them. I love an underdog
Like
story.
Leicester
But
were the best team in the Premier League in 2015-16.
yeah, but that's a bit different because you can't win a league trophy on luck. You can win a knockout competition while getting a bit lucky. You cannot win a 38-game season getting lucky.
No, I'm more... I think you...
I know we got Danny Simpson right, but we got lucky. Nobody's run at him yet. No, he had a great season.
I think you
It
can win
all
knockout.
came together. What do you mean? You think you can win knockout competitions without luck? Of course you can. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you can win knockout
So,
competitions
right,
without luck.
there you go. Wigan didn't get lucky, did they?
Yes, they did.
They were brilliant.
If City at any point in that game had decided, oh, we're just going to win this now, rather than fanning around, that's a rogue shot from N'Golo Kante.
You know when N'Golo Kante's shooting that it's not been a good night in front of goal?
Luck still comes into it a bit. A league can be won by 1 point. Yeah, but you can't get to that point being lucky. Jamie Vardy didn't break the record for most goals in a consecutive game by being lucky.
Someone can be saved. Off the top of my head.
Yeah. Mignolet, was it Mignolet when he volleyed it in from like...
When he
A
scored
ridiculous
against De
angle.
Gea, because that was the day it was at the King Power. Leicester Man United, that was when he did it. De Gea should have saved it. Here come Netherlands, isn't a bad move. Here's Gakpo.
Maybe De Gea hates Van Nistelrooy, so let it in.
Gakpo.
Reinders to Frimpong.
Why is that smashed at him?
Shout him.
This has thoroughly disappointed me.
Yeah, it says I'm not saying they were lucky, but luck does play a part in even a league format to a degree.
Yeah, to a degree, yeah.
But I think a league is much more representative of the quality. Of course, there's still going to be anomalous results because, for example, Manchester United are one of the worst teams in the Premier League, but because
The
they
thing
have
is,
really good players, they get away with it.
It's all a thing of perception. Because if you got lucky in game week 6 and then went on to win the league, you'd say they deserved it. If you got lucky in game week 38
Exactly.
and won the league, you know,
It's sort of the whole thing with F1, isn't it? Where in the 2021 season, where Max Verstappen got that luck in the final lap of the final race of the season, when Lewis had everything go his way the whole campaign, but because that happened in that moment, it's then, of course, you know, the Lewis fans weren't happy about that. But
As you can tell, the second half has
Not
not
started fast.
started. It's started exactly the same as the first. But Netherlands have got a free kick here in a decent area. Hopefully, they can hit the target here and test Mike Moynihan.
yeah, I really want to see an international tournament without the elite teams.
I saw someone do a Balkans bonanza.
Balkans Cup would be, bring that back.
Turkey,
you wouldn't-
Croatia,
you wouldn't
Albania,
finish.
Georgia.
You wouldn't finish a full 90 minutes, but you might get to 80 in one of the games. If Serbia played Kosovo, if
that'd be
Serbia played
fun of
Kosovo,
it.
that
No.
wouldn't start.
You have no time limit.
We have no time.
It ends when it's unsafe.
Well, Serbia Kosovo wouldn't even get going. A
90
war would ensue.
90 minutes is the max, but you just play, and if the game has to get abandoned after 2 minutes, whoever it's either a draw or if you score early, you're in luck. Depay, in the
same,
wall. The first rule of get a free kick is you get it over the wall. It's the same with a corner. First rule of a corner is you get it past the first man.
I think Albania Kosovo were the only game that gets started.
That is still my one rule I add to football.
What?
Is if your corner doesn't beat the first man, you get booked.
Okay, well, you're being ridiculous.
Or it's like a free kick to the opposition.
Direct free kick.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's actually what I'd like. But when you ask when you ask someone what's the one rule you like to add to football, like that's a weird, like sort of wacky answer.
Yeah, so here's a chance for our first goal from a free kick. Here's a chance for our first goal from a free kick. But wait a minute, I don't even look at free kicks and go, oh, there could be a goal here.
No.
Okay, this is either going to hit the wall or go over.
We're going to get a free... Like, the best free kick I remember from the last however many years was Kieran Trippier in 2018.
Yeah. Knick-knack guys, have the walls got taller? Is that the problem? Has the average person got slightly taller?
No, but in a sense, do they think about it more?
What do you mean?
Back in the day, would just any old sod get in the wall?
No.
Where is there now a selected 3 people that stand in the wall every time?
Yeah, I think that it would be more meticulously planned, but I don't think that makes a huge difference because I'm thinking 90s they'd have gone, look, fucking Terry Butcher's.
Oi, Big John, get in the wall, mate.
John.
But it's the thing. But also, I think because you've lost variation, because with someone under the wall and then the wall jumps, you can't go under or over the wall. And then suddenly, either you've got to do something brilliantly where you go up and over the wall and back in the goal, or you've got to hit it onto the side where the goalkeeper is.
Yeah, I'm going to say 2 things. One, goalkeepers. Quite frankly, goalkeepers have suddenly become incredible.
That is dreadful.
Rafinha just... You could give this man 50 one-on-ones. He's missing them all.
That's a clearance. There's no way he's tried to shoot.
Catches that horribly.
There is no way he's tried to shoot with that. That is terrible.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's trying to do there. But yeah, goalkeeping quality.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the Premier League now. The games are getting either higher scoring or lower scoring depending on this season's been ridiculously high scoring.
Because Sheffield United exist.
Yeah.
Well,
also with the added time and stuff, it seems to have gone up. But goalkeepers make so many saves now.
I also think, we won't consider this, but I think there's less fouls. There's less fouls in
teams more
in those areas. Yeah. Because if you're good amount of foul, you'll do it on the halfway line now. You'll take a smart foul. Whereas back in the day, Vinnie Jones would just fly to the back of someone into his own area.
But also with VAR and stuff, do you think there's less diving?
Yeah.
On a whole. So is that another thing?
Yeah.
Because before, Sterling would get towards the edge of the box. And rather than trying to run to the corner flag, he'd just throw himself on the floor.
Yeah.
So that's definitely changed. The ball?
Could it have got hard?
Slightly, yeah. If it was lighter, does it fly in a bit more?
I think it's one of those scenarios.
And look at the Jamalani. Get that back. Just kick it towards the corner. It goes in. Yeah.
I think
Harry Potter. Fluffing them out.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where there's a lot of limiting factors that have all had a slight impact, which then means that overall we've seen a big impact.
So how many slides it through?
To Kante. Kante's got to find the pass here. Got to get it right.
I feel like I should do my EPQ on this. That'd be a hell of a topic.
What? Why we see less set piece goals?
Why don't we see any more free kicks? Lol. New title.
Right, like lol. It's an interesting one. I mean, I've never scored a free kick. I've never taken a free kick.
Defensive one, right?
Yeah. I've taken indirect. I've never taken a direct free kick.
Have you not?
I've never tried. I'm gonna try. Whenever I play an F5 football game, I'm gonna take a direct free kick. What's it like?
I don't think I'll let you. You come charging up from centre half. I think our neighbour's having a party, a rave.
Yeah.
John's a mad lad. Shamany.
Half an hour.
Who knows?
Half an hour to go it. Nothing has happened.
Or could it just be an anomaly? What, this season? Don't know. Well, I don't think I've seen many free kick goals in football.
I think there's less fouls.
At elite level, I think.
Which leads to less opportunities, and when those opportunities have been reduced, but by the fact walls and everything, yeah.
Thuram, and he does well to get himself a shot, but the shot is wide. Nick Nurse takes a lot of practice to get good at free kick taking. Yeah, maybe. I guess if there's not as much practice. You think,
But,
like, you hear these stories about that Ronaldo has spent hours and hours training and going out after training. Players don't do that anymore.
But also, like, Ward-Prowse used to score a free kick every week. But now teams, like, if you play against Ward-Prowse, you go, right, don't foul them. Do not foul them anywhere around our penalty area.
Yeah. But it's like, I remember at the height of Payet's powers when Crystal Palace put 7 men in the wall and he still scored the free kick.
That was so good.
That was an incredible goal. And it's the one that it goes up and it looks...
Yeah.
If you watch it from behind, it looks like it's gone out.
I think there's no one that can hit a ball like that anymore.
Dips down. Yeah.
Xavi Simons on the end of a poor tackle, really poor tackle there from Shameni.
Trent got a couple last knick-knack? I think so, yeah. I think he got one, at least one this season.
Yeah.
I want to say Fulham. Might be wrong. No, maybe not actually. They definitely scored a free kick though. But not many.
No. It's disappointing. They're the best type of goals.
No. Overhead kicks.
They're up there. Yeah, you don't see them enough.
No, modern day, I don't remember the last time I saw an overhead kick.
I was thinking again, because everyone's so tightly marked, everyone's so,
If you cross a ball and it's not behind someone, they have to then swing around.
Like, I've only ever seen one scorpion kick.
Jury?
Yes. I've never seen another scorpion kick.
Didn't Shaqiri score at a major international tournament? I want to say he scored at 2016 Euros.
He might have.
He only scores good goals, Shaqiri.
Yeah. My favourite type of goals are the ones that hit the crossbar and on the other side of the crossbar and then go in. Like someone random. Like they're not just a defensive midfielder, just absolutely just leathers it at the crossbar and it bounces under and it goes in.
Yeah, I like when it comes off the post. Just hit it with the perfect accuracy. Dembele. That was a good header from Shamani just over the bar. Sterling scored one against Newcastle. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, Christ.
That was just... How many other goals has he got this season? 1? 2? I remember Sterling against Leicester
Nottingham Forest.
in the FA Cup.
Nottingham Forest, he came on, we were 2-1 down to Forest, weren't we?
I remember you saying, "Oh God, here comes
Sterling." Yeah, he literally got something on, and I went, "Well, the fuck, he's put something Sterling on," and then 5 minutes later he scored.
We've only got 2 last season, really.
When did these happen?
The problem is, as well, you don't watch enough. You can't watch half the Premier League.
Yeah.
Before, you couldn't watch any of it, so then you'd watch Match of the Day.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying what would happen is, again, it's been ruined. I feel like things have just been. What you do is you'd used to watch Soccer Saturday. You'd hear Paul Merson lose his voice, get absolutely mental. You see a free kick, and you go, "Oh my God, I can't wait to either stay up late tonight or get up early in the morning, chuck Match of the Day on, and watch that goal."
Now you've either got a dodgy fire stick or you don't care enough to have a dodgy fire stick.
Or you go, "Oh, there's been a goal." So scroll and find it on Twitter.
Yeah. Because some Saudi Arabian accounts definitely clip that up.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know.
Teo Hernandez.
Wish we could go back 5 years.
Or get rid of, all media.
Equally, I think that happened, obviously... I've only noticed it because that is now the stage I'm at. Like, it would have happened before. Well, I wouldn't know, dodgy, It's a weird one. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the way football's going.
Well, this is deep philosophical conversation.
No, it's not. Back in the game, nothing's happened. Like, honestly, I was so excited for this game. I thought it would be a brilliant game. Like, I had it down. I called it early on stream at 2:00. The best game one of the best games of the group stage.
That's how it's built up, isn't it? Like Spain, Italy. Spain created enough chances to win that 7-0, but Gianluigi Donnarumma is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And people forget that because he's at PSG. And nobody watches Ligue 1 to watch PSG. If you watch Ligue 1, you watch everything other than PSG.
Yeah. Hoping that they win.
And everyone else just goes, well, PSG is great.
Can take...
Why are they passing it? That is a great save from Verbruggen.
But no, because why has Griever not hit that normally? Why do France keep passing it in good areas, and why do they keep giving it to Griezmann, who keeps falling over,
here,
and then bang, bang? Why is he on the fall over? Stand up, mate.
The problem is he's reaching for it because that bobbles off. He has to swing at it. That's a really good stop from Verbruggen, though. Take nothing away from him.
I'm losing it at how bad France have been in front of goal tonight.
Yeah, it says goalkeeper's already got bigger as well as Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, yeah, me too. Not enough at stake, unfortunately. I think this is a problem with the Euros, to be fair. But I've loved the tournament. But I think by having that third team be able to go through, it removes jeopardy for a lot of big teams. So then they have no reason to push in the group stage, which in theory will give you a stronger... I
was saying, we criticise it now, but when France plays someone big
and they're rested
in the round of 16, because they drew tonight, then we're going to love it.
Yeah, my big issue with international football at the elite level, so these big sides, is that it's becoming too much like club football. The best thing about international football is often they wouldn't have enough time to implement tactical styles. But like the fact that Nagelsmann's now at Germany and they play really good football. The fact that Koeman's in Netherlands, he's probably the second best manager.
But that's because you haven't got any stupid managers. Like they were just some weird international manager, like Harry Redknapp. Why?
Yeah, was he? Well, no. I don't remember Redknapp at England. There's Sam Allardyce for about a week.
Yeah, Roy Hodgson
as well. He got done for something.
Was Redknapp there as well?
I don't remember Redknapp.
But like, so might not have been Redknapp. I might think, but so take Sam Allardyce, right?
Oh, when you search for Redknapp, you get Jamie. That's a shame.
That's a joke. So think about it.
No, that's England.
Oh,
that's Jordan. Might be getting the two mixed up.
There we go. See the imagination. No. But my point is right.
He did manage England
Allardyce
in the 60s.
Allardyce was a relegation manager.
He played for England.
Allardyce was a relegation manager in the Premier League. Right. If you took one of those clubs' managers now and gave him an international job...
Allardyce wasn't, though.
Where was he at? Dembele?
Allardyce was...
Dembele... over the bar.
How did Allardyce wasn't always just managed Sunderland.
Not just Sunderland.
He was at Bolton. I was going to say Bolton, but I thought I was getting mixed up with Redknapp. He was at Bolton, Newcastle, Blackburn, West Ham. Then he went to Sunderland and bounced around teams like Palace and stuff.
I don't know.
The England job in 2016, yeah, that went awfully. But ultimately it paved the way for the success.
Deschamps getting angry now. Even he's frustrated that his side haven't scored. Well, tell him to go for the game a bit more then, Didier. Don't get angry at not scoring and you're telling them to sit back and do nothing. Yeah, but the front games have more riding on them. That's the thing. There is a lot like, Hungary Scotland is a straight shootout for third place. If Belgium win tomorrow at Romania, all big chance here, good clearance from Hernandez. But if Belgium beat Romania, then Group E will all be on 3 points going into the last game week. That's going to be big. England's group still hangs in the balance. It is a straight... That's another big save from mine now. The rebound.
There we go. Netherlands have scored. It falls to Xavi Simons who volleys home. Netherlands 1, France 0. Thank God we've got a breakthrough, and Simons got hurt in the process, I think, there. Now he's alright. Thank God for that.
And France...
Oh, and it's been rolled off. For offside. Even Mbappe shrugging his shoulders.
But why has the flag not gone up? Why has the Lino had to talk to Taylor about it? Sort it out, Gary. Why is that taking so long?
Oh, piss off. Absolutely.
Moynihan's not getting there, is he?
Does that touch? If that doesn't touch Dumfries, you can do one.
There's no way that they believe that Mike Moynihan was going to save that. They can't rule this off. This is so Taylor.
Why are the English refs involved in this, man? Whenever the English refs turns up, shit like this happens.
But also, why is the assistant referee, Gary Beswick, why has he not put his flag up on his own? Why has he waited to talk to Taylor? Keep it down or put it up, because Taylor didn't see that. Clearly.
God.
You're the lino, do your job.
Trust the English officials to make the worst. If this gets
Oliver did it in the
disallowed.
Spain-Croatia game. Like the Rodri one, which was a bit weird.
In Premier League, that's given. What, for offside, Nick? That wouldn't be given as a goal in the Premier League. Nothing's given as a goal, and apart from the ones that City score, they're all given.
But it's a little better because who's on VAR? They're also English. It's David Coon.
That's the thing. It goes both ways though with VAR, doesn't it? Because everyone goes, well, it disallows loads of goals, but it also it gives loads of penalties. So it works both ways. Right, what are you taking, Anthony Taylor?
So he's talking to the captains.
Of course.
What's he telling them? We're checking it. We knew that, Anthony.
Don't worry, guys. We are checking this. Really, we thought you just stopped to have a chat.
I mean, on Virgil van Dijk, I am saying, why has your lino had to ask you your opinion when you couldn't see it and he could? Well, it doesn't matter because we've got VAR, but still, that's poor from the lino.
Yeah. Yeah, it says I'm actually quite old school when it comes to being in the keeper's eye line when you're offside.
That's the weird thing. Like, he's not. Dumfries is not even in front of Moynihan. He's like next to him, but Moynihan weren't going to save it.
Yeah. Check over.
No goal.
They disallowed it. Have they?
Well, it says check over, but clearly Taylor hasn't made it. What is going on?
Taylor's catching up. Disallowed. That's disallowed for offside. What's the bloody point? Oh.
That's poor officiating.
Hang on. He's summoning a ghost.
They're checking something else.
He's conducting a seance, I think. I'm having a sub. What is going on?
This is Moynihan. Don't save that. He would make an attempt to, though, wouldn't he? If Dumfries isn't there, Moynihan makes an attempt. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not. Of course,
He could still dive across goal.
the most controversial moment of the game,
That is...
of the tournament, has to be by the English officials.
For me, he can still dive there.
Because what would have been better is if he dived and then dived into Frimpong, and then the refs would have gone, yeah, okay, well, he's clearly tried to dive and he couldn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that if we want that to be the rule, that's the rule. But what we need to decide as a sport is, do we want that to be a rule? Do we want perfectly good volleys to be disallowed because a bloke stood somewhere near the goalkeeper?
We've had nothing for 70 minutes.
Yeah.
Then we get a nice little strike, and because
From Xavi Simons, first Euros goal for the young lad, we're going to disallow it because Dumfries just stood near Moynihan and he couldn't be asked to dive.
it didn't help that David Coote took so long.
Here comes Olivier Giroud.
Well, now we're getting goals. I mean, they're going to confirm it's offside. I don't really know why. We know it's offside. It's not that.
I don't know what the English refs do, by the way, to cause these mental situations. This doesn't happen in any other game, does it? That's the thing.
It's because the liner. Because I think, like, I'm going to be completely honest here, if the liner doesn't flag it, VAR don't stop it. VAR do not overturn that.
Checked it. It's David Coate.
He was checked. He
Oh,
checked
I've
everything.
accidentally pressed VAR check. I better do something now.
Sorry, Anthony, didn't really do that, mate. But you just stopped the game for me. I'll pretend I'm checking with something.
It was flaring up at me. It was flashing. I didn't press the button.
It said press me.
VAR.
That's poor officiating on field because the line didn't have the bollocks to give it without Anthony Taylor's approval, which is probably the worst approval for a decision you could get. Like asking Anthony Taylor for his opinion on something.
It's like asking Stevie Wonder for directions.
Yeah. Just England officials strike again.
Dembele's coming on for Coman, and that is going to be Giroud, likely for Thuram as well. Yep, Marcus Thuram.
Giroud time, and now we want to see goals. That man can get goals. How old is he now? 32, 33? 33?
Yeah, it must be over there. I want to say 35. I'm pushing the boat out too far.
He's getting on a bit, isn't he?
Isn't
Good on him,
Let's
though.
have a look.
Good on him.
37.
37.
Still looks great for 37.
He does look. He looks really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for 37. As Nick says, longest VAR check of the tournament so far. Yeah. Done by David
To be
Coe.
fair, most of them are. That's the thing. People are comparing it to the offside ones, where obviously going to be shorter because in the Premier League we're pretty much using archaic technology of people drawing lines on the screens.
So Nick's got a ruler out. I still don't know how they do that. How they manage to draw the lines on.
No, I don't. I think they should just get
Half of them aren't straight.
think
It's on a pixelated image.
They should just put a thing in the ball that tells you that, like,
Yeah.
the correct answer. Get the
Like,
robots
maybe
to
we
do
should
it.
use a technology that's in place that works in Europe rather than do our own shit because we want a night football.
Now it says he's slightly impeding the keeper, but nowadays those type of goals seem to get given. I thought it was the other way around.
No, usually the one big thing we see now is people in front of the goalkeeper. This is what I mean. This is what you say about how do the English refs create these scenarios. I've never seen a goal where the player is next to the goalkeeper. We've seen them ruled out when they're in front or when they're in the eye line. He was just next to him.
And like the other one was that Croatia penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah, with Rodri.
Spain penalty, Croatia penalty.
Croatia penalty. Rodri fouled the.
Oh yeah. I've not seen any other games in this tournament where the player sort of lightly kicked someone over in the box.
But the problem is it was a goal-scoring opportunity. So it's like the foul is barely a penalty, but the actual conditions of the foul would be a red card and a penalty.
I do think I agree with the decision of yellow there. Because,
Oh yeah, of course.
But that's the thing. It's about using common sense. I think obviously the rule book's there, but it should
The problem
be
is
a
Michael
guidance.
Oliver doesn't do that in the Premier League. He doesn't use his common sense. So when he comes over to Europe and uses common sense, it's...
No, sorry, Wijnaldum. I thought Divide got rid of his
Well,
headphones.
Wijnaldum's got lucky there because he turned backwards for some godforsaken reason. I don't know, gets away with it.
Now it says, and they never really know when the ball actually got kicked. Still enough to affect how the keeper makes a save, or doesn't in this case.
Watson, the problem is, yes, obviously Mainan felt he couldn't dive because Dumfries was there. But the problem is, it's how do you know that Mainan diving would have saved it? It's speculation.
I think if he doesn't dive, because there's a bloke there, then you say, sorry, mate, you didn't even... If he dives and dives into Dumfries, then yes, he's obstructed the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So that should be the rule.
Depay from 25 metres, then free kick. We spoke about not having a free kick goal. Here we go. This is the time. This is the one. Huge moment for Netherlands.
Van Dijk's not going to get there.
He crossed it.
But yeah, because I think because in that case, is it a visual distraction? No, obstruction. Sorry, not distraction. Because that like someone wiggling their fingers in front of the goalkeeper when he's going to take when he's got to make a save.
See, that would be.
I'd love to see.
You couldn't do that.
Why not?
If you stood in front of the goalkeeper and wiggled your fingers, or
If
someone.
you're onside. What if you?
And you can, yeah.
What if you stood off pitch and shouted at the goalkeeper just as your player took a shot? Would that be allowed?
I don't know what it is for off pitch. On pitch, you can caution.
You're not
that.
allowed to.
You can't make noises.
No.
Well, no, because someone in my team does it all the time, and it's so funny.
I remember that you're not allowed to shout mine or something like that, are you?
No.
Because Watford, I remember Chalobah did it.
Yeah.
I think it was Arthur was going to take a shot and Chalobah shouted, leave it. And then Arthur left it and Chalobah just ran off with the ball.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
You have to put your name on it as well. You have to put your name on it or your team's name on it. But also, you can't, if someone goes to shoot, you can't just, to put them off. You're not allowed to do that either.
I think you should. Remove all the fun from football.
Yeah.
I want to hear that Ronaldo's been put off because Phil Jones is whispering delicately in his ear. A corner.
I've got better abs than you. Misses. Skies it.
Yeah. And that says it's also a problem with will the player get a touch on the ball. You have to adjust your position and what you do to account for a possible touch.
Yeah, I get what you mean. You're right. This problem is so, like, especially when you do the course, when you read through it, is still, like, it's so, like, vague.
Yeah. I find that's the problem with the rule book.
The problem is, a lot of the rule book, and it does say, it needs refs to use their common sense. The problem is, every ref has a different version of common sense.
But, in a sense, it's a bit like the whole England situation, where if England win it, the fun of not winning it goes. Like, if England win it, the whole camaraderie around, oh, it's coming home, we're all out, we want to win it, that goes. We lose that, because suddenly we're not the underdogs anymore. Obviously, we'd love to win the World Cup, but when we finally do it, you lose that chase.
Because
is it the same thing in this, in that, yeah, the rule book needs improving, but is there a small part of football fans that want to be debating rules? I know people say, we'd rather watch the football, we don't want to be debating all the rules.
If every decision was so perfect.
Yeah.
It's like if you didn't have knobheads in the world, the world wouldn't work. But yeah. But since the goal, we haven't...
didn't have knobheads in the world wouldn't work.
You know what I mean, though? You need those people.
Yeah.
If everyone was perfect, the world would be boring. I'm not saying that, that some people should be allowed. I don't like, come on.
Ball into the box, Giroud
tried to scorpion kick it.
Let's respect it, because
I rate that. But we haven't seen it go in 8 minutes, Olivier. I'd rather you just volley it home.
This is going to be. I don't even trying it.
Backwards flick, hits his arse.
Well, it's his arse first is the problem.
Maybe try to score with his arse.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? I think that'd be weird. Because as England fans, and obviously not many people, but not many people, like today, who have watched England, know what it feels like to go into a tournament, like, without the whole, it's coming home, it's been so... I wouldn't know how to... Because our whole thing about England is it's coming home, for the first time, it's going to happen. Once it happens, what do we do next? What do we say? What's our catch line in 2026 if we win this Euros? Because it's not coming home, because it came home.
Nick says 30,000 years of hurt will be the lyrics one day. Ed said, as Carl Pilkington said, you need a bit of the badness to have the goodness.
Exactly.
That's why that's why poor people strive to succeed more than rich people. Obviously, rich people can still succeed, but it's because you've gone through that hardship that it gives you more motivation.
Yeah.
And it makes you more appreciative of those opportunities and what you earn. And I think that, you look at why footballers' sons aren't professional footballers, and it's because they don't need to be.
Like, bloody, what's his face?
You think of...
What's his kid name? Ronaldo's kid name.
Oh, he's going to be a professional footballer.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that, because, he hasn't had to... because unlike his dad, unlike many other young footballers, he has not had to work hard to get into an academy.
No, there are going to be examples, obviously, of professional football sons who've gone to be professional footballers. What I mean is like Romeo Beckham, where
he's shit.
His dad was just a lad in Preston.
Yeah.
So he would work so hard because he had to, because he had no other option. He was good at this one thing. He had to be the best at it he could be, and he became a fantastic footballer.
It wasn't like I guess the difference was Ronaldo. Ronaldo has pushed his son. Ronaldo's made his son work.
But then Romeo Beckham is just a guy.
He's at Brentford, but he got to in that Brentford thing because his dad's Beckham.
Well, I was gonna say I don't really know what he.
If his name was Romeo Smith,
I don't even
he would have got he would be nowhere near the Premier League.
I don't know what the other one's called.
He'd be rubbish.
What's the other one called? I keep thinking Juliet, but it's bloody not, is it? Brooklyn. What's he up to? What's Brooklyn Beckham doing? Let's have a look.
But no, but as you say, I mean, it's got to this point in the game. But
some footballers' sons are actually you're probably more likely to be a pro footballer if your parents are. That's just one example. On the whole, you're far more likely to be a pro footballer if your parents were footballers as well.
It depends, because if you've got a parent like Ronaldo who will make you work, yes. But if you've got a parent who is just going to give it all to you, then you won't.
I mean, I can only think of one player on the pitch whose dad was a professional footballer.
Who's?
Turan. The rest of them, I'm looking around. I don't see any dads.
Why is dad rapping? But no, that's like. But there's a bit of the badness to have the goodness. Yeah, you couldn't have police officers are brilliant, but you wouldn't have them if you didn't have robbers.
I disagree with you, Nick Nack. Sorry. There's loads. Well, there are going to be loads, but there's not going to be that there's going to be. I think there's going to be more footballers who didn't have professional footballing parents than there are footballers who had professional footballing parents.
Ince.
Yeah, and your son's crap.
No, he wasn't crap.
Well, come on, it's not.
No, he
Thomas Ince is nowhere near.
He weren't crap.
That's what I'm saying. But compared to Paul, that's what I mean.
Okay, compared to Paul, yeah, he's a bit crap.
But he was crap. He played Championship League One. He wasn't a professional. He wasn't a professional footballer. But come on. He was playing the Premier League a bit. Wikipedia all the players and you'll find out far more than you think, and you can be a pro footballer without being famous. Okay, maybe I don't mean pro footballer. Maybe I mean elite footballer, but still.
Yeah, because I mean, loads of people pro football.
Premier League footballer.
I think of some more.
Top division footballer. What?
Smith.
What?
Smith. His dad was a footballer.
What are you saying?
There's got to be some guy. Surely there's a man on the planet where his dad was Smith and he is Smith and they're footballers. That's the only one. Giroud, heads out the greatest man. Hacked away.
You're just basing it on Brooklyn Beckham. There's a sample of one, says Nick Nack. Yeah, because you don't know the kids of any other footballers. Like, who's R9's kids? They matter to nothing because they don't have to. Does he even have kids? I wouldn't know.
Probably not.
That's what I mean, Nick Nack.
Because he spent his whole life drinking.
Who are Ronaldinho's kids? Cruyff's lad was a bit crap for a bit at Man United, weren't he? Geordie Cruyff? But he did play football,
You can't
so
be
there
crap.
you go.
Your name can't. You can't be Cruyff.
He might have been alright, to be fair. I didn't see him play.
No, I'm not saying no. But I mean, like, if he was crap,
Yeah.
he should have just handed over the surname. But yeah,
You can look for so many. Nesta, what's this? Maldini. Where are they? Oh, Maldini's kid is, to be fair.
He's good.
He might be good.
He is good.
He's in the AC Milan Academy. He's not good yet.
Legally wise in the AC Milan Academy.
Do a study on it. I'm good. He studies on everything at this rate, Nick Nack. We're studying why free kick goals.
That's right. You're young. You're free. You got the whole world out of you.
Oh, good.
You're the mayor that you fucking want, like.
Hi guys. I've done 500 studies of various.
Just study everything. Well, you never know, but one of them might be the thing that makes you boom.
Explode. Oh God.
That's when ya. Boom, 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 boom. Party in Manchester.
There's little 414s.
They still go.
So I don't think it's any good anymore. It was never incredible, was it? It was good when you're 7.
I loved it when I was 7.
When you're about 10, they're still banging, but yeah. You definitely realise how desperately unfunny it is as you get older.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's turned up for this game. I'm actually sad because I have been disappointed by this game. No, it's not funny.
Oh, sorry.
I was really looking forward.
Signs for Harry's sadness.
Shut up. I was really looking forward to this game. Like, honestly, I was actually excited about watching this game, and it is a complete pile of horse crap.
I've enjoyed the stream.
Yeah, stream's been great. The game is. I'm really angry.
The game's been what I expected.
That's right. We're gonna watch Romania Belgium tomorrow night. That's the absolute world class.
Dennis
it's like 4-1 Romania. Coman, Dragus, and Man are out to rock Belgium's world.
Marin's in there as well.
Marin, and Stanchu in the midfield three. Well, here comes Rabiot. He's for on goal. Don't get too excited. He's passed it again.
God's sake, mate, shoot.
I bet he has a shot.
First 0-0, asked Nick Nack. No, because France were going to get a lucky goal.
Oh
at
my
some point
God, it
next
is.
Few seconds.
It's ruined it.
Where's Mbappe? Asked Nick Nack. Injured still.
It's actually ruined it. This tournament's so good, and Netherlands-France is the game that is going to bring us a 0-0. Not even Scotland brought us a 0-0, and I'm going to touch wood because Scotland-Hungary on Sunday could be interesting.
Nick Nack says sometimes the games you look forward to the most are the biggest letdowns.
Yeah,
I think it's all the games you look forward to the
Whereas
most.
I'm going to be completely honest,
Think
right?
about it.
I'm gonna say something because when we first did this schedule a couple of weeks ago before the tournament started, we worked out who was doing what game. When I was given Romania Ukraine, I did wince a little bit because I thought that'd be shit. I was proven wrong.
But even like Slovenia Denmark.
That was a cracker. I really enjoyed that.
You look at 1-0 and you think, oh, that's a bit. But it was a good game of football. You
Ukraine,
compare that to England.
Ukraine this morning. Ukraine-Slovakia this morning was a really good game.
Yeah. That's like, I think Turkey-Georgia is one of my favourite games of the tournament.
What was the game on Wednesday? Who was that in the morning? It was in the morning. Croatia-Albania.
Croatia-Albania.
That was so good.
I was trying to think of Group A, but they're both in the evening.
Just Sula hit an absolute whirlwind.
I had the delight of Group A.
What do you mean? Germany-Hungary was good.
Wasn't that good? Germany weren't as good as they were in the Scotland game.
That's a good point. What?
Hungary had a couple of free kicks.
And while we're here, you guys have this conversation with us as well as this game winds down. What are we in terms of like? Obviously, the group match week 3. Obviously, the group games are on at the same time. It's 5 minutes at a time. So I take Group A. I'm guessing we'll watch Scotland because that's the game that matters.
Sure, probably. And home nations, some Scottish people might hop in. We'll kind of keep tabs on both games, of course. Kunde, Kante. It's missed.
I think Australia's made an error.
What?
I think I've made graphics for every single group game.
That's alright. Could be worse.
Well, we can decide now. Can't even decide which one we want to do.
Well, we can flick between the two.
I think obviously it'll depend but obviously we'll watch England. We'll probably watch Hungary, Scotland because that's the game that matters.
I quite watch Spain, Albania over Italy, Croatia because I just don't like watching Italy or Croatia, but Italy, Croatia is probably the game that's going to be more important.
I would rather watch Spain, Albania. I think these guys would rather us watch. I mean, knickknacks, raving at Spain. I think you guys would rather watch us.
I just watch more Spain.
Well, we might put things on the Discord. We might put polls out asking during the week.
Yeah.
So keep eyes on the community tab. If you are you aren't in the Discord yet, get in the Discord.
Now it's being pedantic today. Anyway, this morning didn't think the early games kicked off until 2 p.m.
You know what I mean? The earlier, that one.
Both went for Holland though.
Yeah, both these teams are through.
No, it's just, but yeah, that's the thing. I hope Austria beat Netherlands, so at least the Netherlands are going to have a difficult round 16 tie, and that'll show them for not trying to score tonight. Other than the goal they did score, that's ruled out because Anthony Taylor is useless.
A wet wipe.
Because it's
been enjoyable there. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
3DF, they play 1C, so that's good.
England. Oh, for fuck's sake. So if Austria beat Netherlands, it's England Netherlands. But Austria won't beat Netherlands.
Either that or they'll seed against Spain.
But Austria won't beat Netherlands.
Either that or they'll seed against Spain, it depends.
So realistically, England have got Netherlands or Austria. Then,
No.
Why not?
Because it could also be Group E or F.
Which is Czechia, probably, or... Fuck knows who from Group E. It could be anyone. Belgium.
It could be anyone from Ukraine to Slovakia.
Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium, or the other
Hopefully
one.
Slovakia.
Romania. No. Shout him in the best team in that group on Belgium. Roberto Martinez just piss out the wall. We've
Not even there, he's at Portugal.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
I want England and Portugal just to see the two worst national managers face off.
It's been a long day.
It has. I think you can tell that we're getting towards the last stint where we're doing 3 in a day.
Tomorrow is our last day of 3 in a day.
Tomorrow's the last day of 3 in a day. Thank you all so much for the support. It's been
It's
absolutely
incredible.
brilliant.
Very tough.
I can't believe we've done it. I can't believe I've done it. It's been tough. It's been really tough.
30 votes in the poll in the chat. 53% France, 40% Netherlands, and 7% going for a draw.
Yeah. Thanks everyone. It's been really good, and we're not even halfway through the tournament yet. Tonight marks a week. We are a week into the Euros, and we've already watched 21 games of football.
Bloody hell. Yeah, feels longer to be fair. Feels like about a month.
My maths is shocking. Couldn't have been 21. Yeah, it was 21 because the one on the Friday was it 18.
No.
It's 18. It's
It's
18.
neither of... Oh, yes.
It's 18.
It will be now because of the 2 days.
Because
2 games in one day.
Mixes with the Germany-Scotland one, so they go together about 3. And it's 6 lots of 3. So this is the 18th.
Correct.
18th game in 7 days. So a brilliant tournament. I hope you keep joining us for the remainder of it. Tonight has not lived up to the billing, but join me in the morning for Georgia, Czechia.
No, it's not in the morning though.
Join me. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on anymore. Join me at
2 o'clock.
I will be
Harry
here.
live.
Georgia, Czechia. If we take the match week 1, both sides were brilliant,
Yeah, well, I've got the better one. Turkey, Portugal, 5 o'clock.
and both of us are back for Belgium Romania, which is going to be. I'm not going to pick it up because I bigged up this game. It was crap.
I'm going to find my Romania shirt.
I'm sure I can find one.
I know a guy.
I know a lot of guys. I know a couple.
You know all the Romanians.
Yeah.
All the local Romanians.
Well, that is going to be it for this game. The first 0-0 of Euro 2024. It's a sad day.
I'm going to click on a link that says Romanians in your area.
We nearly made it a whole... We nearly made it for the first week of the Euros without a draw. Without a 0-0, sorry.
You know what we haven't done in a single Euros game?
What?
A player of the match.
And you picked tonight the 0-0 game to do it. Anthony Taylor.
Oh, nice. Topical.
No.
Fun answer.
Who played well? Not Rabiot.
Saliba. Had a good game.
He did.
Xavi Simons, he scored. They just disallowed it.
Yeah, he was pretty good. Mainan made a lot of saves.
Fair play to her.
I'm going Mike Mainan.
Now, so our predictions sucked, but we were right in a way about both teams being happy with a draw.
Yeah.
Great point. Scuttled by Taylor. We're scuttled by the fact that neither team wanted to win tonight. Like, this benefits both teams.
Yeah.
Because they now both can't go out and they didn't really put much effort in.
We'll be back tomorrow. Poland out of the Euros.
Goodbye, Poland. Thank you. We'll see you next year.
No, we won't.
We'll see you in 4 years' time because you're not going to the World Cup. Because Lewandowski won't be there.
Yeah. And see you lot at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yes, be here. There you go. That's an inspirational message.
Thanks to everyone who's turned up. Thanks to Nick Knack and AJ especially.
Yeah, cheers.
I know Chelsea fan. I don't know if he's still here. But yeah. Thanks, guys.
I think he left, but it's been a lovely evening.
I'm surprised you haven't got sick of us having to watch us. You've watched, like, Nick Knack. I mean, I know you've missed, like, the 2 o'clocks, but, I mean, AJ, actually. AJ has been at 2 o'clocks as well. How you guys have watched us for so long, in such a short space of time, I would get sick of myself.
I was going to say, I've been sick of Harry for the
I couldn't listen to myself talk for 18 times in 7 days.
Yeah, it's been a nice tournament. We'll be back, of course, tomorrow with 3 big games. And then we've only got 4 days left of the group stage, so should be good. The game is still on, apparently. But yeah, as I say, we'll be back tomorrow. But thank you guys very, very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.